Welcome, Chicagoans, Lombardians, and international global Persona 4 Arena Ultimax 2.0 fighting game community to the main ballroom at Frosty Faustings 2024, right where Persona 4 Arena Ultimax has belonged for years. We've achieved it now, building the scene up with Frosty kind of as our staple major. We've got some familiar faces throughout the top 8 and familiar faces in the scene to commentate. I'm Monkey Business, joined by Tabby.
Yeah, we have a super stacked top 8 through this whole thing. And like you said, out of the trenches finally, into the main ballroom, get the world to see. I'm ready for someone to be...
On Low Kick Esports.
On Low Kick.
Confirmed Persona 4 Esports.
Yes, confirmed Persona 4 Esports. I'm ready for somebody to be watching tech and then they go over and they're just seeing somebody get hit cross up. It's going to be great.
One of the goals of esports as an entity is to facilitate high-level international competition.
Yes.
2 Japanese players traveled here to Frosty Faustings and entered themselves in the top 8. One in winners, one in losers. That's right?
Yep.
Yeah, let's take a look.
One in winners and one in losers. Both players are actually funded by the community to fly them out here. So it's a community effort to get them through and take all of our American dollars. So you can see right here, our top 8. We've got MightyJoey and Grover. That's a run back of our Frosty's Grand Finals from last year.
It's also a run back of a winner's top 8 match that was also played first in the top 8 in this prime position, and that is where they are seated once again to be the first match. Who knows if they'll be the last one? Some of these players have taken losses recently in the past few months from other players in the top 8. For example, Joey lost to N.B.M in loser semis of CA Otaku, so that put Joey in 4th, N.B.M in 3rd.
Yep.
I believe he ended up advancing to 2nd. All right. And, a couple other names. We'll fill out familiarity with the rest of them. Grover, no shortage of fandom, borderline celebrity Narukami status throughout the whole life of this game, in its original run and in the reboot. I've always loved watching him. He has that protagonist charm. What's it called in Persona? The wild card?
The fool.
The fool, yeah.
The fool.
He definitely has that gift. And oh, wow.
Yeah.
And in the right color, Joey smiling proud. Teddy did a cute little wave. That looked very much like Teddy's wave.
Yeah, Joey practices every single day, testing with Teddy's wave. So yeah, like you said, Grover, like probably the longest running player in this top 8. I was going to type with maybe Atarax.
Yeah, Atarax has always been there from the beginning as well, vanilla version.
Joey, though, on the other hand, is a more newer school player. I had been playing for a while, was in the 1.1 days, definitely like a net play grinder, and then with 2.0 started traveling out and really like putting work on the map with, I think, top 8ing every major, minimum placing top 4 at every single event they've been to so far.
Absolutely. Yeah, that has been incredible to observe. Teddy, of course, is a very powerful character. Not just gifted with the items, with have 2 different sets you can choose from so that the Teddy player is not randomly summoning the items, but cycling through orders that they know in advance.
If you're familiar with like Platinum Trinity in the BlazBlue series, it uses a similar way for that compared to like Faust, and Guilty Gear, which is more random in their item tosses.
Yeah. And, of course, nothing random about the Foozies.
No.
Performed with JA, 2A. Look out for those Teddy 5Bs. One of the best 2Bs in the game, along with Narukami's. Both of these characters can contest any spot on the screen. They're incredible and have always been strong in this game. And,
like all item toss characters, the biggest thing about it, and this is Joey's big strength, is that you need to be able to react to what's being thrown and these random hit confirm situations, those full pickups. And Joey is the expert at that. But Grover knows what all these items are, knows how to counteract it, and we're going to see it right at the first, just both players backing off, not wanting to do anything. And Grover finally finding an opportunity, but no really big confirms as of yet.
Yeah, sometimes you get a stray hit in this game. It's hard to always convert. 2 just single touches so far, basically. But Grover still achieves a corner out of that sequence nonetheless. And he's using movement to get there and building a lot of meter throughout the pressure. You'll see Joey try to IB in this game. I want to start off talking about IB because it's very important and very strong in Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. 8-frame window, super wide. You gain meter, you reduce block stun by 2 frames, and it keeps them closer to you. You heard IBs on the multiple hits of Teddy's JA. Grover, a veteran. He's going to be getting every ounce of extra meter he can get out of those IBs.
But you can see that even the players are reacting to IBs and trying to bring in new options to actually take them out of it, because if people are so focused on IB, that does open your strike throw, makes it being a little bit more.
Right, because you stay closer from IB, you're going to be closer to throw range, all the more likely to be devastated one way or another.
Here we go, Joey finally finding the first large hit of the event. Has the spicy curry down there, so Grover really trying to play around it, not trying to get all those different debuff effects right on top of them. But a great 2B.
Yeah, Grover now with 150 meter. Basically has to take this Joey burst away to take this round. But Joey is also on the verge of Persona Break, and that won't be relevant due to a well-confirmed 2B anti-air from Joey. Right as I talk about resources, health became the most relevant resource for Joey and Grover.
Yeah, health is a very deceptive resource because of the awakening system giving you a theoretically more health if you hit that. Players are always trying to balance around it. So you're going to see that if Joey hits about one more hit, they're going to be looking to keep it right around the 40% range. Because from there, you're actually dealing only about 20% of their total health. And you can already see Joey finding all these items actually working out against Grover right now. Grover getting a 2B to connect and now hoping to run that safe jump pressure.
Yeah, meaty J2A, always a safe choice from Grover. Confirmed far off the J2B. You love to see it. That's corner exclusive, of course. The Narukami Prolage before reaching the corner. Great B&B damage suddenly out of nowhere. Gonna spend everything, and Joey bursts into Awakening right away with pretty much the maximum amount of Awakening life, which bodes well for Joey, now finding a fatal counter punish and dropping it.
Yeah,
maybe looking for a Grover burst. I'm not sure though. It looks more like a drop.
Well, good DP. Those DP punishes are pretty hard because DP is being, relatively safer on the grand scale of things. And also Narukami being someone who canceling the safe supers from his DP is very...
Yeah, I don't think Grover hit meter. Joey will clean it up for the next one, I'm sure. I'm used to seeing those bombs get dropped, the bombos, as we have learned to call them, from Joey in P4. And some rage inflicted now. Not normally something that Teddy inflicts on himself.
And rage is always very dangerous. Like you get that extra damage, you cannot block. So Grover found an opportunity to try to make something happen, but couldn't get a big hit. I actually like that a lot from Joey, allowing that hit to come through, but then forces them to block the barrels. Grover still found a way to take their turn back and get the full corner itself, and it's just constantly checking all of Joey's air dash attempts out.
And the Persona break on top of the J2B counter hit fully converted from Grover. Joey is one well-converted touch outside of Awakening, which is why Grover's going to super here just to make sure as much Awakening life as possible gets shredded. And actually, combo dropped instead of the entire Zeodyne misses.
Yeah, Joey, though, didn't get the IDs on it, though, and with the air version of it, Grover recovered a little bit quicker. But now stuck with Mute, Fear, and Poison, so can't use any of those Persona specials, taking a damage over time.
Yeah, that's the triple cocktail, but the Moped causes a scramble situation. Joey lost track of the combo, has a ton of meter to work with, but certainly can't kill yet, but going to do as much as possible to shred the Awakening life. DBFZ cannot be downloaded. It's all Persona on this setup, baby. BF5, we say no. Convert. Here comes J2B, full converted. Doesn't have enough meter to make anything happen, I don't think.
No, so you are always going for Teddy Circus.
Wow, that actually almost killed. Teddy Circus was the right call there. Completely negates the situation with SP Duck. Forgot about that, did you, Grover? The people love Joey. Oh my, look at this top 8 crowd.
Joey is the people's champion. Even Twitch chat is blowing up right now at that because being able to react with SP low profile right there and just completely nullifying the Zeodyne is something you honestly very rarely see come up in this matchup. Usually people just IBing it and then
for extra meter, but guaranteeing yourself a one-hit punish with 5B across the screen by dodging the whole thing. The safest choice is the best choice in fighting games. It's already dangerous enough fighting well-trained players like this, killers in their own right. The Let's Go Joey chant emerges loud after one game gets taken. What'll happen after 2, I wonder? And can we download Melty Blood?
Can't download anything right now. The players are still having difficulty downloading each other.
That's
really
exactly right.
Big openings.
In Game 2, it's still definitely a struggle to download. Kilobytes at most per second.
Really, really good. Just patience from both players right now. Just respecting that great rollout right there.
Mystery Food X. Yep. Teddy puts it back. Yet, very meter positive is Grover, and arriving at a huge life lead and Persona card surplus? I mean, it's pretty rough for Joey this round. Definitely hold your burst, right?
Yeah, it is always the worry because you're so reliant on your Persona, but Teddy actually still has a lot of function without it in the neutral space that gives you time to recover.
Yeah, his JA is still great without Persona, and he can land his Awakening Super to completely waste time and refill his Persona cards if he is out of cards. Exactly. So I guess Joey will hold meter for a while. Catch me? Catch me? You can't.
What a great confirm right there. Being able to... misses the extension, so Missile still hitting.
Found a different one. Happy little reset and a perfectly timed burst forces Persona break. Yeah. Now Joey's going to look to confirm into that super, whether it kills or it brings the cards back.
Oh,
Grover went for a very hard combo.
Yeah, I saw the time left on the clock, knew that they needed to be able to try to even out that life total or get it into their favor, but one less DP super confirm right there gave that round to Grover.
Yeah, you saw the actual short hop low immunity there coming into play. We might see that more as the sets go on between them if they get a read on who's using 2As or or sweeps, 2A plus Bs as we call them.
Great TV slide right there, finding a huge opportunity right there. And now MightyJoey has those reads on those timings of the DP. Grover's getting away with so many.
Yep. Borderline got away with that TP. The Fatal Counter Punish was not full, but Joey has meter to spend to shred the Awakening life here, and surely will.
Try to keep it as tight as possible. Oh.
Or shred all the life, I mean.
If
up to a pixel.
Joey was looking for one more meter right there to be able to get the SP Snakebite right there to actually kill, but didn't have enough.
Yeah, it was 24, wasn't it?
Yep, it was 24.
That's amazing. Now, that actually comes down to randomness. It's not a consistent amount of meter you gain on any individual hit, whether on block or on hit.
Yep.
So, a little bit of RNG in the fighting game can't hurt. We're playing an RPG after all.
Yeah, you always gotta, gotta reroll sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. And now you see Joey's very comfortable, just being able to play really patient, try to get those item tosses, but Grover finding those max range JTBs to just start that Narukami game plan as much as they can.
But, yeah, immediately enraged by the DP, and Grover plays very aggressively while enraged. It makes sense canonically, but he takes advantage of that damage buff, and he knows he can't block anyway, so he might as well go in.
Yeah, why play defensive when you're just going to get unblockable regardless? Rage once again has to hold it this time.
Yeah, I like to wake up button when I'm enraged as well, because it's either going to be that or DP. If they bait your DP, you can wake up button, take advantage, and take your turn back.
Oh, and Barrel's so good right here. Finds the opening with it as well. Not even make anything big happen.
That was a big read from Joey using Air 5C, trying to read Grover's movement into the air.
Yeah, Awakening, though, going to keep yourself alive for one more touch after this nice DP stinger right
150.
here. Oh, no. Missed the OMC continuation right there to be able to get the combo.
Yeah, I wonder, Grover pretty much had everything he needed, right, to make that kill, I think, with 150 meter and one more burst.
Yeah, I think traditionally
Reversal super, OMB, double cross slash? I mean, I don't know. That's a hard combo, I'm sure.
So
we'll see what he can do.
What may have happened is sometimes if you press all four buttons, because a lot of people just mash like A, B, C, D to do OMB. Sometimes it gives you OMC depending on the hit. So because that's what it probably was with Stinger, and then it was trying to OMB, but OMC'd instead.
Well, Grover still has that Protect power in him. I recall this is different from the result from last year, right? Grover was the winner's finalist, then Joey made the long loser's climb, got the reset as well on the way.
Yeah, the reset all the way down to that last touch, last round situation.
Yeah.
So Joey now taking it in advantage early will change things in the future should that come up.
No timeline is the same year in, year out.
I do know, like in a little bit, I was talking with Grover. They've been focusing more on like Grand Blue and other titles, and they hadn't played a lot of Persona, so that might be something that's getting them as well as Joey. I don't think I've seen Joey not play this game in the past year.
Yeah, well, how about you haven't played the game in a while, and then you have the biggest crowd I've ever seen live for the game, at least been live to see and hear. It's a tough task going up against the people's champ, MightyJoey. Never thought we'd see Teddy be the most popular character in Persona, but in the fighting game version here today, it seems to be.
Yeah, you know, people love the bear, right?
Right.
Like in a game that you look at, for a lot of the grinders, the top tiers are so prevalent in these top cuts, the Yukaris, the Kens, the Igases, right? Those kind of characters. To see someone do so well and get so far with Teddy, right? Like, the smiles are just unbearable.
Yeah, also the commentators got a lot of excuses to make bear puns.
Yep.
So just try and keep that in your back pocket.
Well, it's a clause in my contract to do that.
And you chose to follow the
wow, that was really good. There wasn't supposed to be good ones. That's crazy. Anyway,
you were so shocked you had to pause?
I had to pause and pog at the same time. No shortage of pog from any of our chatters here in reaction to the play of one N.B.M.
Yep. The legendary N.B.M. himself.
Everybody knows what it stands for.
Yep. It stands for No Burst Man.
No, I mean, why would you burst if it is the admission of your mistake to the opponent, who you are trying to convince A is worse than you, and B you're more confident than them.
And now over here we have one of our JP players, Nekoze, who flew all the way from Japan here to Pikadachi in bracket and just exterminate everybody else who's come into their path so far.
This is the coolest timeline. Yeah. I love that Nekoze is, a well-dressed dude from Japan playing as a well-dressed dude from Japan. Kind of informal wear, coming to just wreck our lives.
Yep. It's that peak salary, man. Clock off of work.
Exactly.
Boss was mad at you. You had to go to the bar with them afterwards.
I'm really trying to channel some of that energy into my own wardrobe.
I could tell.
Right. And even going ahead and playing whatever character is like default on character select is what I've been doing recently, as if I'm at an arcade, pressing X, rushing, trying to just pick any character. And that lands you on some pretty good characters in a lot of fighting games.
Well, it turns out when you're at these events, people want to play the good characters offline.
That's right. That's right. You'll run into them.
Yeah. So this is, from my knowledge, I'm pretty sure these guys have played pretty frequently in the like Persona Fight Club NA and JP events that have happened. And I think N.B.M is technically up one game, or one set.
I'm very happy you know that. And we'll see how that manifests here.
I believe players are just doing a quick button check right now.
Right. We will see, but first we'll see that Gold Burst. Recovers pretty quick in this game.
Yeah, Gold Burst is generally pretty safe to do, but...
It's +2 on block, right?
It's +2 on block, but you... Like, the meter is usually less relevant than gaining access to one more burst to reset that damage scale and get longer killing combos and locking burst out of your opponent should you need to close a round.
If I were a human and non-shadow character player in Awakening but out of meter, Gold Burst becomes so much more valuable.
It does.
To go from 0 to 150 is crazy good. So sometimes when a player is down, you'll see them go for it.
Yeah. But here we are. So there was talks about N.B.M picking up Liz in this. That's usually what they're known for, but they've been playing a lot more Marie as of the past couple of years, to sort of just put Nekoze in a scary situation as a repeat of their Evo Japan run, being knocked out by another Liz player. But sticking with the Marie.
Yeah, I appreciate seeing the Marie from N.B.M. That's where most of the results have been generated from, both today and even at CEO Otaku a few months ago.
Yep.
And you also like to see it because Atarax is rocking Liz down in loser's side. I think you got to keep the Marie fresh so you don't have to possibly play a mirror later.
Exactly, and Liz mirrors are always so hard for both players. But here we see Nekoze forcing an early burst out from N.B.M after a couple of really strong hits.
Yeah, chocolate. Highly confirmable chocolate right into the corner. And it's sunny weather, by the way, which means very little for Marie. You'll see a super do more damage. That's just about it.
Yeah. You're going to see N.B.M try to go for the weather change supers if they can, trying to keep on like snow as much as possible. But Nekoze not going to allow that. Getting the Magatsu Mandala and the Heat Riser, both buffs applied.
Yeah, so now we've got Magatsu Izanagi applying poison and taking advantage of the fatal counter. Generally, post Megidola, Adachi is juiced. Oh, he almost had enough time to OMC to block the guard cancel, but Nekoze didn't react in time and is so short on Persona cards. Honestly, in a dangerous spot, but going to be able to find a kill here, possibly.
Yeah, as long as they keep it tight. Yeah. Didn't even need to spend the mirror. I thought they were going to have to blow super right at the very end right there, but scaled just enough. It
was the slower command grab from Adachi, so scales even less, provides the combo right away. And in the corner, it does a lot more damage than in midstream, just because of the routing. It's raining now, by the way, so passive life gain from Marie. Pretty good weather, all things considered.
Yeah, especially when you're seeing a lot of decks they haven't used those 5Ds or like JDs to try to come in. Gonna get chipped out, gives you the opportunities to reset. But N.B.M taking advantage of that, now playing a lot more aggressively in their game plan.
N.B.M needs to find a way out of the corner and found it via a jump over, cross up Nekoze, unprepared, and arriving at so little Awakening life. Actually, not, is he going to get any Awakening at all? Barely some.
And I like this as well, switching back into Sun, so you can re-up that same buff going into the next round.
That's awesome. Yeah, make sure you don't have Sun going into the next one. Because the weather always changes.
Yeah, so we're now in Cloudy. Cloudy's very relevant, so it applies shock to the cloud items, and you're going to see N.B.M go for that more, as well as things like DP and as well as
DP applying shock is huge.
Yep.
Shock means you can't use movement actions other than something like short hop, but basically the D-pad don't work.
Yep. You can still block, but you can't move out of it, and that can make a lot of these mix-ups very harder to deal with. Eagle Eye getting that big extension, though, here for it.
Comboing off Igor Puppet. This is a great route from N.B.M. Innovative, even. One more burst, perhaps?
No,
yeah.
I like the chocolate to just go for the mix right there. Now send him the Starfall, but a good rollout gets caught.
Far 5C. Even on the other side. Wow. N.B.M popping off. Actually, is it the crowd popping off and N.B.M just responding? I think it's more like that.
It's a little bit of both. You know, the crowd is very split from what I've been seeing, right? Half the crowd's like N.B.M. They're chanting. They're wanting
I want to see Nekoze go to work.
Yeah.
At least set the distance, no doubt.
N.B.M does not stand for Nekoze beats me so far, though. Still have to wait and see.
Oh, they're chanting the real tag now.
Yeah.
I think our production crew is finding out what N.B.M stands for.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well-timed burst for Nekoze to go straight into maximum Awakening life, 50 extra meter, and Megidola. That's the Awakening super. various buffs on Magatsu Uzanagi. You see a lot of poison stacking up. There's poison on any bladed hit. Re-upping the poison, so it's doubled. Fear on top. Next hit's a fatal counter hit.
And I like that. Using the SP backswing right there with the OMC. Burn all that meter just to keep it safe. Found an opening but couldn't close it, but you should see it here.
Yep, right on cue. And just in case the combo itself wasn't going to kill, Chocolate Oki from Marie, super devastating. Her items, more truly random, but less items overall than someone like Teddy who's got the 2 different lists, full sets.
And having a lot better grounded normals compared to Teddy. Like Teddy 5V is a very good item right now.
Yeah, this character Marie is a work of genius. The air mobility too is so underrated. Great punish on AOA. Important to side switch here too. Adachi needs the corner for these great routes. Wow! And it's SP Heat Riser, so 10% extra damage on everything. Generally a great buff to have.
A good DP out right there. Don't want to deal with any more Heat Riser or Geodyne pressure. Chocolate Oki coming through, but a good IB to actually let that chocolate fully pass through.
I can't believe Nekoze, the IBs even on cross-ups on the other side. Maybe that's more likely for one reason or another. Because you're reacting late. Fatal counter, air 2D is huge.
Yeah, using the air turret as well to delay it a little bit, fully catching them out. A good throw and gets the combo state because of that cloud buff, and that's N.B.M reacting to it.
Able to block everything except the lows at the end, but it wasn't confirmed. N.B.M went for the tick throw. They're both in Awakening. Any hit could be so dangerous either way.
Yeah, you know, see, N.B.M trying to play careful, trying to IB those JD attempts to blow up those last few Persona cards, but Nekoze not having it, dropping back down at the last moment.
Nekoze also had so many SP gunshots to use. One of the best single special moves in the game, especially for closing out a round.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the Nekoze chant emerges now, too. We love the Adachi route. Silly Man, Cabbage Detective.
All right, good air IBs right there, keeping yourself safe, but that 5C is going to connect right there, letting Nekoze stay in the corner.
That's a big 5C counter hit. The burst comes right on time from N.B.M, who, again, wants that at least 30% of Awakening life to work with. And a lot more life overall.
Nekoze got really greedy with that JD or 5D right there, trying to catch him out. So N.B.M got the full run-up punish and resetting into a quick little side swap. Chocolate Oki.
Wow, it wasn't a safe jump in the slightest. It proved to be super unsafe.
A classic danger jump.
Dangerous jump.
Pretty common in Persona.
Yeah, and Nekoze didn't get enough meter to kill, but a super there added to it would definitely make it happen. Really wants to tie this up, but is still in danger. Has to use burst perhaps to stay alive if anything happens.
One thing we didn't comment is in that last interaction, N.B.M did switch over to using Weather Super, so now we're seeing SP gain come through with the Snowfall, which to grind out this last little bit of the match could be useful, but Nekoze's not going to have it, tying it up 1-1.
Yeah, that character is so cool. He did 2 different supers off of a throw to kill. I mean, all the Adachi win poses. I know he's smiling under the mask.
Oh, you have to be smiling when you're playing this character. He's just he is so like he's the funniest character.
Yeah.
He's the funniest character in the game.
Right. He's the fool, not the pro tag though. Reverse fool, upside down fool.
The false fool, depending on who you ask. Nice falling JA right there, trying to get an early start on these damaged folks.
Something, opposite sides of the same coin.
Yeah.
That is a loud electricity sound effect from that cloud.
It's ready. It's got to let you know that it's there.
The buzzing is relevant always.
All right, a good 5-8 confirm right there. Just fully bringing N.B.M to the corner, but finds her opportunity to get out, but still getting DP Heat Risered.
Now, there's a side switch route off of DP Heat Riser. Yep. Really the coolest part. Now, 2.5 damage on top. Not so bad either. Unconverted on the whip punish attempt. Nekoze lets the 2Bs rock. He sends those Adachi knees flying into the sky, but it's one of the most whip punishable normals in the game. N.B.M might want to stay a little bit closer to try and get a shot at that.
Yeah, you see Nekoze has been very careful because they've been seeing how air mobile N.B.M has been trying to avoid those 2Bs.
Yeah.
Ciao. Oh, missed the throw right there, but no punish.
A single Persona card snipe from Nekoze here. There it is with the DP.
But it's safe, so you get the roll, but no big punish. Still OMCs to find a hit, forcing a burst out for Nekoze.
This is really hard for N.B.M, and he's not even in Awakening, so no meter to work with. He got AOA'd right at the same time as Awakening, and Nekoze didn't combo off the AOA in any significant way. I'm pretty sure N.B.M can kill here. Has all the resources, all the super. No! Went for an OMC route instead of an OMB route.
Yeah, the OMB is a little awkward right there. You need them, sometimes you need them a little bit higher to make the OMBs fully work. But N.B.M still comfortable. Has the health lead, has 15 seconds left on the clock on a character that is pretty effective at playing lane like this for that time.
Check the time.
You see, they just be careful about not getting hit by those JDs and not getting hit by a stray JC.
2 seconds. There's not enough time. N.B.M successfully lamed it out. Oh! It's over. Sorry, I didn't even freeze the time. It's over. Man, I thought that would freeze the clock for a second.
I think the super flash does, but the animation doesn't.
That's right. Yeah, that needed to be maybe 5 seconds ago.
Or actually a half second earlier, I think would have been able to get at least a little bit of damage to tie it up.
Yeah. That super does his damage kind of slowly, though. It's a lot of multiple hits. Shocked.
Keeping it super safe right there. Getting shot. And I like that.
That's
actually.
your movement option, right?
Yes.
AOA instead of anything else because you're paralyzed.
Well, you can short hop skill and you can roll, but those are generally pretty punishable. And, you know, if you're going to get hit for standing there, might as well get hit up close trying to make a miracle happen.
You got to hit your opponent to win the game. It's true.
Good dagger.
Tons of IBs in there. Look at Nekoze. Meter rich. Able to side switch. And N.B.M knew the exact time to burst to deny the side switch. He's able to get a kill off a corner combo, so Nekoze bursts as soon as possible, but N.B.M cleans it up 2-1 over Nekoze. Dabbing on him, changing the card to the sunny weather for the end of this.
And that's now both JP players in loser side, which I'm going to be real, I did not predict that. I was expecting double JP grand finals, you know. It's the old anime player bias me, right? Japan always comes over, they always, you know, they take our money, but right now, N.B.M, the crowd is chanting what his real name is.
Yes. The government.
Yeah, the government.
On the driver's license. Everyone loves this. Thank you, production, for making sure that we can read their lips as we pan around.
But yeah, that is our winner side now. So that's going to be Joey versus N.B.M.
Yeah, okay. So they played at losers semis at Otaku.
Yep.
And I know Joey's looking to run that back.
And these are two people who I think out of, besides Atarax, I think these are two of the biggest net play grinders of these like top level players right there. So the people who play each other really, really frequently.
It's quite enigmatic that Atarax is always able to place in every offline event without net playing anywhere near as much or being as involved in that respect.
It's kind of crazy. Like he is traditionally the like only Liz player I see doing this well consistently, event after event after event. I think there's one event I haven't seen him top 8, like ever.
I don't know what it is yet. Anyway,
it was a weekly. It was like a random weekly that happened.
Probably, less serious or something. I don't know. So in any case, as we talk about Atarax, I'm just curious maybe if he's involved in our next match coming up.
He's not. He'll be in the match right after this because our next match is going to be. Oh, is he in our next match?
It's going to be after a break, I believe.
Welcome
right?
to the Velvet Room. This place exists between
Cool.
Oh, we are. Okay, so we are going to be we are playing Atarax.
and matter.
Nice.
Just looked at the bracket right there, so my apologies. We're getting another Adachi though. We're getting the Adachi of the West. We're getting MurtleIsJordan.
Yes.
And this is the net play tournament classic. This is what grand finals usually is for a lot of these events, or like a winners finals.
Wow, the Adachi cosplay on deck. I love the tie around the neck. I was rocking that last year. I forgot my red tie, but I had one just like that. And Atarax, just being Atarax, comfortable, always in the same posture, super comfortable while playing.
Yeah, keep it. He just tries to keep it very casual. It's like probably the most last player has the Bochi card.
Nice.
Gotta have the waifu. Gotta remember the waifu when you can.
Yeah, I mean, one of the phrases they use in Persona is "lend me your strength."
Yep.
If you are carrying your waifu on your neck and or back, I believe her strength is lent to you.
You're cosplaying your main.
Yeah.
And you're carrying your waifu.
Yeah, I mean, that is maximum spiritually significant energy rendered positively from MurtleIsJordan, who I guess we'll just call Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan is like, most people just call him Jordan.
Yeah, that's what I ended up doing too. But I was doing Myrtle for a while, last year. But 2 consecutive top 8s, no less. I wanted to draw attention to that too. Congrats.
If you could choose someone to
Yeah, Jordan has been like, Jordan's a player that sometimes kind of fluctuates, right? Sometimes they're like 13th, other times they're 2nd. It's very hit or miss, and I think a lot of it is matchup dependent. And this is a matchup that might be a bit of a struggle, because this is Liz. Liz gets to play that very far range while still forcing those great mix-up opportunities through all the use of Thanatos.
Yeah, she also is very good at taking up airspace. Thanatos, normals, and beams. That's where Adachi likes to hang out, rocking JCs.
Yeah. So you might see like some like early super jumps trying to just close the distance before Atarax can really fully close it out right here.
How about this? This is Twisted. It's the Nanako commentator for Jordan and the Nanako Dungeon team celebrating her danger while she shows Adachi the path to victory.
But the wrong Velvet Attendant has to defend the day here right now.
Yeah, she's in the wrong timeline, but she'll save the day.
Yep.
I think she's a much harder boss.
She's Liz's master.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely the more powerful of the two right here, but a 2B can defeat a god right now as Jordan finds a great opening. Oh, but no tech out there. Wanted to go for the delay tech. Jordan gets a little bit of extra damage.
Yep, probably also wasn't ready for the drop. Immediately with the burst, Jordan wants this first round very badly, but if things go the opposite way now, if Atarax arrives at all this meter, might be able to deny Jordan the Awakening with the next combo. I would stop it here.
Yeah.
Oh, DP'd straight to get into Awakening. That was entirely Jordan's choice, and is able to kill off the DP with some Megadola, courtesy of Magatsui Izanagi.
There was a timeline that Atarax may have actually been able to kill off that if they decided to spurn that one more burst, but I think they wanted to hold on to it. They didn't want to burn it right out the gate because they know Jordan can quickly come back and capitalize on a lot of really big hits in these later games.
I think, too, Atarax just had a lot of confidence that wouldn't be necessary.
Yeah. But Jordan was ready with the DP, so it does not matter. Here we go. Jumps over the JD and using the Garu to just completely nullify it.
Yeah, also takes the Persona card away in the process. Only 4 of those on the Dachi, and with the way he JCs around all the time, he's pretty susceptible to getting Persona broken.
Goes for Mind Charge just to put themselves in Awaken and get that extra meter.
Here he goes.
Oh, big 2B.
Yeah, and it's with Fatal Counter on top. Another one guaranteed off this. This is so much damage from Liz.
Yeah, this is one of like Liz's best starters off those Fatal Counters, getting the quote-unquote unblockable. And now tries to check with an AOA at the end for a reset, but Jordan wants to burst out, getting a 5D to connect.
I like bursting into Awakening as a Dachi.
Oh, yeah.
When you know you can, you might as well. I mean, you've got so many comeback tools to get lost, but no tools to combo off from that distance. And it actually was techable, but not in time. Atarax is going to take full advantage of that mistake, and Jordan's going to lose this round, lose the chance to take game 1, and what would have been a pretty decisive and sudden loss for game 1. It is necessary to end it with a win.
And I like the switch up from Atarax. He trying to play 7. As soon as you say that, immediately goes in, immediately gets 2B'd and 5C'd yet again. Jordan's just been really kind of getting to run their whole game plan so far. This entire set.
That's going to be huge, but I believe Atarax, Myrtle was looking for the burst from Atarax. So
A nice throw right there, applies the fear as well, so gets a free extension, then can be able to hit him with a another guaranteed fatal counter. Potentially they can stay close, but there's J2D's fully connecting.
I thought that JC was going to cross up. I can't lie.
Sometimes
Probably could have if he did it later.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Hang out air dashing a little bit more. Yeah, both these characters are pretty capable of Persona displacement strategies, but it's actually harder to initiate those against another character who also has long-range Persona attacks.
Yeah, it's a very, like, it's an interesting dichotomy, forcing them to play normal Persona, almost.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm sure, given enough resources, the right circumstance, we will see some displacement-oriented rushdown and offense.
Like, you already saw it with Atarax in that last game right there, fighting those, like, big freezes and the bite setup.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, all of those are displacement-oriented, yeah.
Very cautious. Oh, SP gunshot.
Yeah, that's a punish, by the way.
Yeah.
Cannot be thrown your head first with a Dachi.
You can if they don't block it, but Atarax was already ready. Knew exactly what Jordan was going to want to do. Misses the full combo, so he's going to lose a couple of Persona cards for this. Yeah.
Great timing on the roll through from Atarax. Otherwise, that would have had to have been respected because Jordan was going to OMC right after the super on block. You have to make it whiff.
Yeah, so it's great recognition from Atarax, knowing the exact meter situation, knowing what Jordan was wanting to do here. Now going to keep it up once again, finds a good 5A. You get the full corner carry probably set up into another command grab setup. Oh no, poison.
Poison and fatal counter. Added hit stun throughout the rest of this combo. Jordan will arrive at Awakening by the end of this.
And bursts out of it, just wants to keep that up. But Atarax gets time to gain extra meter as they run up to re-get the full bite right here. And should be able to kill.
Definitely. Here he goes. Giving Liz Awakening to seal the deal. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is this?
Atarax was trying to be cheeky with the Augie resets right there instead of just trying to go for like a Hama Ender.
You don't need to show me anything new. Just show me a combo. There you go.
Yeah.
Bite setup to finish it off. Tie it up, I mean. 1-1. Yeah, everybody was in awe. There were 2 OMCs, 100-meter burn, and no results for it. But
Look, sometimes you have to do it to them. Send a message.
You know you had to do it to him.
Yeah, you know you had to do it to him. And if you can get into Jordan's head, Jordan is sometimes prone to tilt. So if you could have blown them up that, you may have been thinking about it for the rest of this next game.
Yeah.
But now...
Yeah, maybe Jordan's thinking, like, oh, I should have stole that from him right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that even could be affecting him. I can already see Jordan's like locked in, fully focused on trying to ignore those thoughts.
Yeah. Actually, we do have a pretty privileged view here to also be able to watch the players in addition to the game feed. There's great insight in that.
Shadow.
Great corner carry from Magatsu Izanagi. But Liz switches sides at will thanks to Atarax piloting her and Thanatos magnificently.
Yeah.
Steers it up at the end, but gets DP'd, and that's Negidola for Jordan.
I like that setup versus a lot of characters, but Adachi's, especially Jordan's Adachi, is very DP prone. So, like, you're kind of open, he's just asking you for him to hit that, burn that meter, and you can. And now he has the Magatsu Mandala buff.
He will DP within a country mile so long as he gets into Awakening, and definitely dead. Drop dead on command. Atarax actually chose not to burst. I think he was facing a Jordan that had too much Awakening life. He had gained all that life back after using the DPs, giving himself more than the 33% threshold that Awakening starts at. He had like 40%.
And it also forces Jordan to use their own burst to OMB to try to lock the round out right there. So it's pretty safe to just keep that burst on deck, save it for a round like this, where you're already in a very scary situation. Oh,
test the DP, which is not a sentence you're supposed to say when talking about fighting games.
Well, this is Persona. This ain't any old fighting game. And DP anti-airing there the Garu. Yeah, no big punish.
Thanatos block string, spending some meter on it. Wow, that air JD, or a 2D was so close to hitting Elizabeth, but Atarax found the hit first just barely.
And that was that Persona displacement you were talking about there. As soon as you saw Jordan try to go for it, Atarax just sent Thanatos in.
Yeah, it was so close to hitting the other way, and it would have killed Atarax.
Yep.
Jordan still wants to close it out. Just one stray hit away from doing it.
So is Atarax right
that's
here.
it, actually!
Yeah,
surely dead.
SP gain up during the combo in Awakening as well. Should have access to them
and the poison.
Skies.
Oh my god, doesn't even need to spend a super. Just SB beams.
Yeah.
I can't believe this is only 2 out of 3, but this is the last round for us between these two, who have been all over each other since round 1, game 1.
Yeah, and now Jordan getting the first hit, trying to send that Liz out of the bracket. Doesn't want to see them get any further right now. And a great JC to get over, but Atarax already ready to IB it, try to stay safe.
Put you out of your misery. Oh, got air reset from the unblockable 2B.
Good tack out right there. And Atarax taking advantage, but now going to get the side swap with Thanatos fight.
Why is it got to be so hype every time?
Persona,
fatal counter from Thanatos hit the tech. Jordan was in trouble and bursted early. Yeah. Now might not have a chance to get into Awakening because he didn't want to lose all that life.
Good duck under the SB beam, so they're not having to handle the mix right there. And the IBs onto the JD.
Oh, the command grab gets dodged, and this is relevant now. I don't think any Awakening will be seen. This is going to be it from Atarax, showing us a combo video to finish it off, advancing through loser's top 8 over Jordan. I am calling it right there.
Yeah.
That's a dead Adachi, quite literally in the coffin. Yep. Well played.
Just hitting him with the Ghastly Whale to fully close it out, sending one Adachi out. We still got one more if you're an Adachi fan, but...
You love to see the players embracing. I think Atarax is honestly impressed and happy with Jordan.
Oh, yeah. I like Atarax. Jordan is... these two have been playing each other forever.
Yeah.
Like, literally forever. And they've been playing each other in brackets and casuals, offline, online, traveling. These were, like, two of the big travelers during that lull period between, the PS3 days, right?
Yep. Right. Oh, my God, the PS3 days.
PS3 days.
Most of them.
I remember lugging multiple PS3s to locals just to get people to play this game.
You ever get that really small late-game PS3? That was so good for the FGC. It was like $150.
Yep.
Anyway, this was one of 2 instances where like a yellow beat combo is super costly.
Yep.
And this is a game where you can hold the tech button down to automatically tech out of combos. So it usually is an intentional choice.
Yeah, it's very intentional. Delay tech is very strong in this game if you gain access to it. So a lot of people just nullify, let you get the yellow beat, because a lot of situations where a yellow beat allows you to like loop things if you're not teching actually eventually just deals no damage.
Yeah.
So it's not something you have to worry about. So a lot of players will just get the hits where they can, tech out, and then try to force a mix-up off the delay tech, or it's something that's used a lot versus Yukari if they're going to be going for the ISIS arrow setups.
It can be useful to stay on the ground just because players get so accustomed to their own Oki's MA setups and running it the same way every time. Making the miss, starting a scramble can be your go-to way to get out of a tough situation.
And welcome back to Frosty Faustings 16 here with Persona 4 Arena Ultimax in the top 8 with Monkey Business. I'm Tabby Nickel, and we are in the last match of our first round of the top 8. We've got Thun Lunk, the young man himself.
Yes, very young.
Too
And
young, some would say.
a player, let's just say, born after Persona 3's release, to measure that.
To make you feel old for those of you at home remembering that old gem that's getting re-released.
Looking to make Shiita feel even older
Yep.
on their way out of this American-sponsored bracket beatdown, perhaps? Depends upon the way it goes.
Yeah, we'll have to see. It has the cloak and everything. Ready to cast some magic in this bracket. It has... They got the waifu. They got
Wow.
the waifu.
Okay, yeah, that's the power-up, right?
That's a
And the
top
cloak.
tier. That's a top tier waifu right now. That character's going to probably win Grand Blue.
That's awesome to know.
Yeah.
I think if your waifu that you're carrying with you is also a top-tier fighting game character,
Very
you are guaranteed buffed up for the
Yeah.
tournament.
Yeah.
That's guaranteed.
I would never want to face if I see someone coming around with like a nice little cami plush walking around, I'm terrified. I'm going home.
Of course, yeah. Any game. Anyway, check out this Minazuki, pronouncing it the correct way. This character is really good at getting hits that
Yep.
don't do that much damage. Like, what I mean by that is his 5A is so dominant among light normals. And it's going to be important for Minazuki player Shiita to move as carefully as possible, but constantly as possible to try and stay within that light normal 5A range against Yukari. Already swinging with Air 5B, or Air JB, I should say.
I like the idea of going for the early Persona displacement, trying to catch Thun out from being a little too aggressive. But Thun already was prepared for it. I saw them labbing right before this whole top 8, but is going to get opened up with one little hit right there. Still finds a hit of their own.
I've got to love international competition and cross-generation competition happening at the same time.
Oh, good teleport right there, but no full combo off it as it's not a full counter hit. Oh, yeah, and this is a big thing in this matchup, actually. The vertical DP is a lot more relevant on a character like Minazuki, who's generally trying to stay that low to the ground. A lot of their air options are going to get blown up by that.
Yeah, I like that Yukari's advances. That'll find situational use all over the place. Minazuki, no slouch in taking up space actively himself.
Here we go.
Magarula forcing it, and immediately broke Shiita's persona. That's going to be pretty relevant.
Yeah, getting the EX arrow as well, like adding onto that damage. Like Thun really just trying to take full control over where they can.
Yeah.
But even on a reset, Shiita ready for it.
You saw the strat from Shiita right after getting hit by Magarula was block everything out and wait for Persona cards to come back. While Shiita was in Persona Break, Burst was locked out. Minazuki is one of the characters that cannot burst while Persona broken.
Yep.
It's on a case-by-case basis. One of the more interesting balancing design directions of the game. This crowd chants in union with the Yukari combo that got dropped. Was he iced by the chance? All right, Lunk got command grab. A little bit of meter drain on there. Shiita loves that. Just arrived at 50 meter.
Yeah, and great IBs from Thun trying to get out of the pressure.
Spend it all.
OMB connects.
Spend as much as you can. And got the micro dash 2A. Love that link. Time to despair. Yeah, that's what we are feeling when we are looking at the Wings of Purgatory. The name of that super is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. And Despair is what I think a lot of people traditionally feel in the Yukari matchup. It's a character that a lot of people have, she's pretty good. I've heard she's all right.
Yeah.
I've heard she's all right.
We've been witnessing the recasting of Yukari's placement in the tier list ever since 2.0. At least this particular release. I'm really thankful that we're getting to see the shadow character shine to an extent.
Yep.
Characters that weren't so dominant in 1.1. Although this top 8's been pretty sparse on the shadows. They are hard to play in tournaments.
It's also, shadows are very unpopular in America. In EU and Japan, there's a lot more frequent shadow usage, but over here in America, people just want to play normal. They want to be the good guy. They want to be the hero.
Can I say, I've tried picking up shadow characters on the theory that they're better over and over again, but when you drop some Shadow Burst Frenzy combo off of a stray hit that you thought you could convert off of, you just disappoint yourself so much and you end up losing the main value of the whole point of the thing. I mean, you have to practice a lot, basically. I like being a human, what can I say?
Yep. Sometimes you be more than human, though, to get through this right now. Shiita doing a great job getting these IVs, getting these techs, and finding even some great stray hits right here whenever they can, but Thun getting a big combo
Spend
right
as much
here.
as you can, right?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, Shiita got a ton of Awakening. Magarula! And the guard cancel immediately got blown up and murdered. Double arrow. How did that not kill?
Yeah, it was just not enough. I think that extra little bit of Awakening helped them out. Double DP, getting the knockdown.
Ooh, double DP again, but this time it was
Yeah.
Thun Lunks. Rolling through with invincibility and becoming invincible again. Moving forward with that DP. That was dangerous for sure, but was in a hard situation either way. I respect it from Thun Lunk, and my respect isn't even what matters. What matters is the life bar, the corner position, especially right now. Shiita secured it.
Oh, and a great jump out right there. Gets the air there, but unfortunately not turned the right direction. And so now Shiita going to be able to take control.
Of course, this is Persona. We can control where we face in the air manually. The best unique mechanic in this game that no other game has had since.
It's kind of crazy that no other games really like had it.
It's such a good mechanic.
Yeah. Here we go. Great IBs from Thun right now. Just really trying to find these opportunities from Shiita to not do anything.
Whoa, where are you going? It's Magarula. You can't roll through that.
He's just been getting it from every single Magarula. Thun's had the exact perfect timings on them.
Is that perhaps the strat? To get hit by them so that the mix-ups that are presumed to be forced? Okay, immediate standing low. Yeah, Shiita just gets hit right away, but got maximum awakening health by doing so because the low scales the hardest of any of the possible hits. So I think that might have even been intentional. I'm not sure.
Yeah, like if you're gonna take it, you might as well block high. You just can't take too many of them in a row. But right now, Thun like kind of struggling almost to create another big opening opportunity.
Looking for Shiita's burst.
Yeah.
Not enough discipline. Shiita does not care to burst. Prove to me that you're going to kill me then.
Yeah, there we go. I'm bursting right as soon as I can. They're not going to do it. All right, fine. I finally hit it.
How about this?
Persona
broken snipe shot, but not fully converted off. A couple stray shots after Thun like quite literally cleans it up with overwhelming force.
Yeah. One thing that might be like I haven't really been seeing from Thun a lot that you've seen from other Yukaris is preemptively setting bombs into Magarula. Because even if they choose to block it, you can just force the air unblockable setup onto them.
Yes, as long as they're high enough.
Yep. There is a perfect spacing and a perfect timing you can jump to not be air unblockable and not be mixed, but it is so hard.
Yeah.
Especially in a high pressure tournament set like this, is something you generally don't see a lot.
It's the same range actually. If you've been a character who's in the air a lot, I play Yosuke personally.
Yep.
You can also have this, the 2Bs not be air unblockable if you're low enough in the air. It's that same exact range.
You're in ice. So big hit right here, and gonna get these. Oh,
it's cool that Minazuki says "come forth" as he brings you to him with Persona attacks.
Thun just consistently going for mute arrow right here. Sometimes you'll see them switch over to charm arrow to try to steal some of that meter drain right here.
Yeah.
You're seeing it right now mid this combo.
And arriving at 25 to use one more SB attack. Well, won't need it, but the charm is what helped facilitate that, of course. But what an incredible sequence from Thun Lunk.
It's impeccable.
Yeah.
So far.
Big I words. Adjectives of positivity.
Oh, big command grab right here. Can reset it once again. Thun trying to find an opportunity to escape out with Shiita, keeping the damage high and the combat close.
Yeah, Shiita dropped that one and gave Thun a ton of awakening to work with. That's bonus 50 meter. That's 30% extra life per. Wow, is this still enough?
If you try to come re-up close to N.B.M, no, you're not going to play that gamble. Just keep it safe. Know that you have a great life lead, but it is Yukari, so you have to teleport to get around those arrows.
Right. All-out attack is or not all-out attack, but it kind of functions like when it's very slow. Overheads on the other side.
It's really only a tool you're using for specific callouts against things, but sometimes you'll see the music players just go for it and try to create big openings.
Yeah, there are some pretty big commitments people make it full screen in this game.
Yep.
But what Yukari does is generally pretty quick.
Yeah, and that's the big advantage to Yukari, having that great full screen pressure and being fully quick on it. Good burst out, though, not wanting to take that big combo that was about to come up.
Yeah, Shiita did it, but is outside of Awakening. Maybe going to try and get supers to put himself there, and DP Ender from the air. Double Awakening, simultaneous portraits on the screen. Here comes Magarula, getting hit on purpose again, but it's Awakening life, so it does no damage, right? Wow, DP and it kills with Wings of Purgatory. It doesn't kill, it wasn't SP Wings! Where's the SP Wings?
SP Survival Knife trying to close that ground distance. But the Persona call right there from Shiita closes it out, knocking Thun Lunk out of the tournament and getting Minazuki move forward.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with that match. I don't lament that it's 1-2 because it just means our game is stable, but I just never get tired of watching players go at it for the first time like this.
Yep. Yeah, I just want to see more. I want to see these players grind more, but that's what these post-tournament sets are for. Everybody's going to be trying to get as many games with Shiita and Nekoze as they can while they're in the States.
Right. And, I mean, our bracket action concluding on Friday enables an entire day for all of that tomorrow and Saturday.
2 days even if they're here staying through Sunday.
Right. Which plenty of casuals to be found in
Oh,
the
yeah.
after party vicinity. The whole day is an after party, really, not just any one location.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, for those of you at home, if you're in the Chicagoland area and you're not here, you should change that. You should make it if you can.
Spectator passes you can get for one day at
Yeah.
a reasonable price.
Yeah,
They're pretty
yeah.
cheap. Mm.
You just got to see the good vibes, good venue, good event, good tournaments, good matches.
Good
times.
is not strong enough. Of
It's
an
not. You're right.
adjective.
You know what? You're
Okay?
right. It's not.
It's not.
I'm sorry. I apologize, Elvin. I apologize.
Yeah, this
it's better
is
than
better
good.
than good. We'll think of maybe one of those big I adjectives
Adjectives.
like impressive, incredible, impeccable.
My brain just went to indestructible. For some
Yeah,
reason. But-
Q Street Fighter 4 vanilla
yeah,
intro.
yeah. Can't sing that one. You'll get copyright struck.
I will. I'll get copyright struck.
With the Flowrider verse.
Well, there was with the Flowrider
With
version. Yeah,
the
no
NA
chance.
version?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the NA version. That was used for like one of the Street Fighter 5 Evo intros.
Yep.
one year. Yeah. So
Banger.
that doesn't mean we can use it though, unfortunately. And it doesn't mean I want to. Yeah. So anyway, we have. Who's coming up next?
So we take a look at the bracket. We can see that we're gonna have Grover and Atarax play the retirement home match for these two. Some of the oldest players that we've had in the tournament going to be facing off each other. After that, we will actually get the JP match, but just in losers quarters.
Wow. That's actually, some might say it's sad, but I think it's kind of cool. I don't know.
It's sad, like, darn, I want to see these two players make it all the way and get fully through, but I also want to see them, like, I want to see a North American defeat the JP players that came over.
And let's not forget how many American players, presumably, were knocked out on the way by both of those two on the way here. I enjoy the kind of can't escape from crossing fate type experience when probably the person you travel with is the one that's going to eliminate you in the end,
Yeah, and that's, we'll have to see that match once it comes, but first, we got to get through, can we get these guys a PS3 to play on, bring it back, just audible back into 1.1?
Oh my gosh. No, that would be too dangerous for a couple character players in particular. And whatever shadow specialists exist, they didn't make it very far this tournament, but they would be pretty upset.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. But here we go. This is going to be, this is a matchup that Atarax traditionally wants to play very passive on, but Grover is like to play even more passive, just likes to be very, very cautious and react with the Narukami, so Atarax has to take that aggression a little bit further.
I can certify that Grover loves the P3P Femsu song.
Yep.
This is a great pick, probably his as player one.
Oh, big ice confirm right now.
It's cool that she switches sides without even having to move.
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
This expertly is expertly captured in her animation.
And great defense from Grover right there, recognizing, I got cursed, I just need a block.
They're
going to back off. I can't do anything in a while. Just get rid of this and stay safe. Atarax gained a little bit of advantage off of it with that big hit right at the very end, but Grover going to try to take it back.
Yeah, just basically a DP from death, a throw from death is Grover. But Grover can kill off this.
Yeah.
And no burst in time from Atarax. Willing to watch. Let's see it.
Yeah, Stinger gets the full follow-up. OMB, cross slash.
Don't even need cross slash because Zio is honestly easier. There's no juggle requirement. So if it's going to kill anyway, they go for Zio. Zio died.
Zio died.
Yeah.
They were able to close that round out with it right here. Now trying to play safe once again. But Atarax finding these stray hits again and again and again. But you're now seeing Grover adapt to the timing. As soon as Thanos gets displaced, finding those 5Bs to just destroy the persona. And Atarax now has to be a little bit more careful.
Hey, did you know I have access to the chat? And I can say whatever the thing that kills is, if it kills, is definitely the most optimal thing.
True.
Even if he did it earlier on purpose, just to make sure it didn't drop in any capacity. How about this? Right. It's a DP.
And then into the quick 5D right there, allowing the mix.
Not bad. Yeah. Wow. Immediate reaction to Elizabeth 5C is just checked right away with 5A.
The defense from both these players is so good. Obviously they played each other enough. They know these characters. This is a long time match. But just the willingness to hold all pressure and find those slight opportunities. Now, okay, I can actually roll here.
Yeah, they take opportunities whenever they can get them, even on defense.
Yep.
An opportunity, for example, is IBing. You just saw one IB followed by a DP from Atarax. Those two things happen less than a millisecond apart, honestly, but they're combining every possible inch of optimization in their decision.
Oh, misses.
Grover narrowly escapes. That would have been devastating. Had no burst and was going to contend with possible kill from Atarax.
Yeah. But now forces the burst out from Atarax. Even after the mind charge, it's still very scary. Oh, no.
Burst OTG burst. I almost looked like Atarax was looking for the burst. It just came a little bit later than expected.
Yeah.
And this is all... that's going to be it.
These players keep just trading these hits. It's like, oh, Atarax has 15 seconds. They have to play safe. Oh, no, they got it. Okay, Grover has to play safe. Oh, no, they got hit. Just again, again, and again.
Yeah, see, we have the tough task of verbalization. Words take longer than images.
That's true.
Unfortunately.
That is true.
So some things we just got to skip.
Poison now finally connecting.
Why the DP?
Sometimes you just gotta do it to him, you know?
Grover had the whip punish anyway. I guess Atarax had some kind of read on an approach. Fake JA safe jump into the air backdash. It's kind of like a throw bait. Gives you a delayed overhead option as well. That's always one of my favorite Grover tools on the offensive OP. It's Atarax's corner now, though. 75 bar, gonna save it for the next thing. What the? And getting counter hit by Slide at the same time as losing a Persona card. Big loss for Atarax on this round. Grover goes up one game. Never mind. Burst is there.
Yeah, trying to keep themselves safe. Like, knows that they can't let this first game go if they can avoid it.
I had a hard read, by the way, that Grover was just going to OMC the Slide and bait the burst.
Yeah.
That's all. It just felt like everything was in place. I don't know.
It's generally pretty safe. And you can see these players are laughing at each other at that. Like,
yeah.
It's pretty casual. It's very chill between the two of them.
Yeah.
Despite the gameplay looking very cutthroat.
Atarax was like, why'd you let me burst?
Right. You know, Atarax bursting is actually very rare. Like, he never bursts.
Absolutely, I think that's the right call. If people are going to bait your burst preemptively, receive nothing for it, and you get to recover fine, that's the best exchange you could ask for. Let them try. You know what can kill you. We've been watching this game long enough to know when the big damage hits and the combos are. Yeah, what's that sword mean? What's that sword on the HUD?
So that's extra levels onto Thanatos, and then it powers up the Persona specials.
Awesome. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Second hit on J5B overhead, and by that I mean JB.
Oh, and you're dead.
And that's
right
into
here.
Awakening. The Awakening provided the OMC, but the route was pretty much over.
Yeah, you can get a couple stray hits right there, but it's really, really tight with just the amount of hit stun decay that happened. So Grover had to go for a reset afterwards. Still found the opportunity to take it, though.
I like that Grover went for the kill in the first place, just because Liz is the lowest life character in the game.
Yep.
Maybe even the chat has kind of noticed this over time, but it really seems like Liz dies quicker, huh? It's because she has 8,500.
Yep. Lowest was tied with Chad?
Yeah, Shadow Leopard.
Yeah. Alright, and I like his patience for Grover, just waiting for Atarax to finally lose all their delay air options, punish up with the 2B, bring it back into the corner now, and just keeping it really safe, going for like stagger jabs, trying to bait out
the low. It was coming on a cancel delay, and Grover had meter to OMP, so every low is so much more threatening. That's going to be a big deal, though. Corner switch, no doubt, coming off the Girdle.
Reset into the fatal counter throw right here.
I think that's
Awakening.
No, the burst is there. Want to burst into Awakening for sure, right?
Doesn't have enough meter to kill right now, but this reset on the beam right there.
That'll do it.
One more throw. Should do it with an OMC. Atarax tying the second game up.
Another one going as far as it can go, and that is just round for round. Maximum amount of rounds in the set. 6 of them, I think. Math's not the most important thing right now. It's the players, it's the hype. Catch me if you can.
Tried to go for that CZO right there, just trying to catch Atarax like with a little trip guard, but spaced right out to stay safe. 5D connecting, now going to allow something to come through. Second hit of JB does connect.
It is such a privilege to have a double hitting overhead normal in the air. And that was just one that time, but Grover didn't go low right away.
Yep.
Opted for strike throw on the approach. Used plus on block 5A. So strong. JA on the retreat. Hello? Maximum meter, you want to spend something as soon as possible, right? I mean, what's the point of hanging out at 100? There's the OMC, but Grover DP'd it, sniffed out the mix-up attempt right away.
And that's the hard thing with spending meter, right? Is that, like, spending meter forces Liz to create gaps, and Grover is so willing to just DP as soon as they smell a frame available to them.
Yeah, and the frame being available, I mean, I don't know. It feels like such a loss when you OMC something and they just DP you. 50 meters hard to recover. That'll do it.
Yeah, throw OMC to close it out right here. Grover taking it 2-0 over Atarax.
Yeah, it needed to be a fully converted combo offer throw.
Yep.
It needed the DP and everything. Nothing else would kill. But well measured. I don't think that would have killed any character that wasn't Liz or Shab, honestly.
Maybe there's a chance. I don't know. I'd have to look at it. I have to look at the numbers.
Yeah. Anyway, the announcer's not lying. You win. You
Yeah.
does win. He wins often, especially piloted by Grover.
Yeah, you can see him winning right here with the double super OMB ender right there.
These two were winners finals last year at Frosties.
Yep. And that shows you how
Yeah.
like stacked these players are getting and how like good this bracket is. That there's new people coming through and taking those spots away from them.
Yep. It was Grover over Atarax then, but I think it was 3-2 then as well. I mean, I would not be surprised. I just remember that top 8 having most sets seem to go 3-2.
I think it was
Or 2-3 or 2-1.
I think it was 3-1.
3-1.
I think it was
Actually, yeah,
3-1.
that's right. That's right. 3-1,
Yeah.
but it was close though.
It was close. It was close.
Right.
All right, but we still have more great matches. So, like I said, we had that. Now we have our other losers match, the JP region fight, Nekoze versus Shiita.
Yeah, this is going to be really cool.
Yep.
So the community chose these two players to send out. What was that process like? I mean, I know funds were raised probably over the course of multiple online events. We've got pretty good netcode we can work out now for
So
that anyway.
the big thing that they've been doing for these, it was for Megaki as well for CEO Taku. They've actually been running like kumites with the JP players. So they set them up a lobby, say, hey, we're going to do like 3-hour windows, just play. They stream it, and we get players commentating it and the other personalities and whatnot, just trying to raise funds to get these players out there. Because said a lot of these JP players, they're not as they're not able to travel as much. A lot of them aren't, this isn't Street Fighter 6. You're not getting sponsored for playing Persona in 2023. You should, but it's just not the reality.
This is pretty much peak esports. I mean, this trophy is incredible. Oh, wait, I acknowledge the trophy verbally.
There's
Oops.
a trophy?
What trophy? I'm only supposed to do that visually.
Yeah.
But anyway, I mean, this is the extent of it. You get a lot of a couple incredible players register for this thing. You get a trophy, and you get featured on the most prestigious Persona 4 Arena Ultimax stream in the history of the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here on Low Kick Esports.
I do want to say, specifically in regards for the fundraising for these JP players, I want to, big thanks to the Persona Fight Club. That's, the guys for this game. They've been putting a lot of work, making cool events, cool community resources. They're responsible for, the Dust. We were looking at the Dust League right before this, and every character is just super in-depth. So, if it's your first time watching, if you're a Persona fan and you haven't, fully delved into it, you should really check them out.
Yeah. I used to watch the JP scene play at Shinjuku Sportsland in 2013 on 480p, maybe usually 240, honestly. And I would be so amazed seeing the climate that developed there. So many strong players, IBing everything, letting each other take their turns. It's a different, more respectful game over there. And so seeing players clash, I mean, even when they're playing very offensive characters, I still find there to be more reservation in the Japanese play. We'll see which one of them gets to represent that going forward against the rest of the Americans, but it's only going to be one, and it is an edgelords matchup. I mean, look at this.
It is my 6th grade cool OCs I'm drawing on the back of my Trapper Keeper.
It's my post 16th grade cool Persona characters that I like matchup, and each of them are going to defend the title of the edgiest character in the game. I mean, this really is. They're battling for that title, I think, and they even have this Margaret theme
the edgy
alongside. Yes, so edgy with the harpist chord you're hearing right now.
It's so cool, though.
Yo, who knows what the harpist chord is? Let's go.
All right, this is like you say, this is the edgelord matchup. These are two very aggressive characters. We saw Minazuki have to be a lot more safe in the matchup versus Hikari, right? But in this, you got to play a lot more aggressive. And you can already see that respect you were talking about both these players have. Just very back off, air dashing, trying to find that spacing.
Yeah, 100%. And there's 88 seconds on the clock. One hit's been landed.
Yep.
One DP. I mean, it's speeding up a little bit right now, but both characters are going to be trying to use Persona displacement to great effect. Adachi's great at it. Minazuki's great at it. It's J2D from Adachi and Minazuki. It basically hits the opponent from behind wherever they are. You can look out for that to basically be an ambush, leading to huge damage on Fatal Counter, which happens on whip punishes.
And I like that Shiita has been trying to find out these Persona call attempts right here, but Nekoze has always been IBing them, trying to stop them. But Shiita was like, oh, you're trying IB, trying to deal with my pressure? No. Hold this, bring in that full rush down that you're looking for.
Jump through, command grab attempt. Nekoze burst into Awakening right on time. Gason's picking up in heat. Shiita lost half his life to one J2D. Fear on deck, but immediately gone. No Fear going for the combo, but look at the Awakening life. Just tank this damage. No meter spent here. It's about the next thing.
Oh.
They both retreat from each other in a way. Roll out versus teleport to the other side.
So
they both got that 5%, and is Nekoze confirming there is round one.
I think Shiita was looking for Rekka right there, but because of the rollout, it got crossed up into the teleport.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. Thank you for actually keeping track of that. Yeah.
Oh, with command grab over from Shiita right there. So Nekoze now able to retake the pressure of their own. And I really like that Shiita just respecting, not trying to IB the Thunder Call attempts right there, and just like
IB the things that are easy and natural.
But still trying to take those Persona cards where they can, because Adachi is a character that is significantly weaker as soon as those Persona cards are gone.
Yeah, and he's only got 1 out of 4 right now, so Shiita's making great headway. And just shy of Awakening Life, maybe one more DP.
Yeah, it gets the Ghastly Wail as well. Now applying Fear.
That's going to be huge. He's going to give himself Awakening with this combo. Watch this from Nekoze. Perfect timing of the burst. Shiita waited until a Persona move was out. And for that reason, Nekoze stays out of Awakening for now.
Giving every chance to throw out those survival knives as well, which is something you don't see a lot from a North American community to cover that airspace, because they know Nekoze is going to be so much more patient.
Just outside of Awakening again. Was that intentional? That's going to kill off Command Grab, though. Heat Riser.
Yeah, forcing yourself with the DP into Awakening is probably actually perfect, because you got to regen back into that full health.
Yeah, it's actually so ideal when you get to put yourself in Awakening using supers in particular. And Adachi's take larger chunks of his life on average than other characters, because he is this masochistic plus also sadistic character that wants to hurt himself in order to hurt you, and that's what his whole life is about. Now, I can't say what the players' lives are about, but in the course of this match, it's about enforcing that Adachi will, that absolute sadism. Well, mash them into the dust.
It kind of like is akin to how Nekoze is playing. They're willing to take these random stray hits to force like tech scrambles to then lead into their favor.
Right. From a tech scramble, you can find these like Persona type attacks that scale so little, lead to big swings even on the first hit. Nekoze got Heat Riser already. With Fear applied and Shiita narrowly outside of Awakening, it's going to be a really dangerous spot for Shiita.
But keeps safe on the defense right there and finds the opportunity to get some good Abare, even using the second DP as the air ender for just less damage, but proccing full Awakening. So now when you find this big hit right here, you're able to get some big damage.
Shiita punished the roll nice and simple, but just outside of Awakening once again is Nekoze. Maybe going to find some kind of combo into DP? Didn't go for it there. It was available.
Oh yeah, just wants to OMB right here to take that round.
Yeah, because that's the round that delivers set point now for Nekoze. Trying to make it quick and merciful over Shiita.
Yeah, and that's going to make Shiita play a lot more patient, right? Like, they're not going to want Nekoze to take any kind of round like that, but still finding these 5A openings, get good knockdowns, and get good mix.
Yeah, it's these very small delays that Nekoze is using while employing 5A stagger pressure, convincing Shiita that there's time to jump away or reestablish space, but there just isn't. Getting caught in pre-jump with Shiita there by 5A. DP's out though, Shiita returns into neutral. Really happy to be back at mid-screen, I'm sure, but needs to land a significant hit. Oh my god, the 5A gets checked by full invincibility. It was SP, Atom Smasher. Shiita's in a really rough spot, cornered. Has burst at least. That's going to be valuable.
Yeah, this is exactly what you're wanting to like sort of reset the situation. Finds a 2B connecting at the tip as well.
Yeah, it has to cut as much life off as possible right now. Got the link as much as possible. Maybe an OMB? Can I see it again?
No. Wasn't ready. Didn't know if it was going to be able to kill. So
Shiita fighting for life.
Yeah, that was a 5K health swing right there. So players are basically even.
Oh, look out! Gold burst, negative penalty, but who cares? Shiita just needs one hit to stay alive, but it's grab and throw regular command grab from Nekoze, and then SP Atom Smasher for style to finish it off over his countrymen. I don't know exactly where they're from, but I'm sure there's some regional significance to that battle, whether they're North, South Japan,
East, West, or even just in the same region together.
Yeah.
I actually really like that Atom Smasher, because a lot of people you'll see go for Heat Riser or Megatsu Mandala right there. But Atom Smasher is just, it's red box, covers the screen.
Yes.
And so just like, hey, I know I'm going to kill if I just hit you with a super. I'm going to do the easy one. I'm not going to have to worry about it.
Yeah, if they are incapable of rolling through it or dodging it or DPing it, SB Atom Smasher will kill them. It always provides that combo, as long as it's the SB version, even without counter hit. And if you happen to mash and hit the regular one on somebody, you get a counter hit combo. Yeah. I love Nekoze's perseverance surviving this particular scramble. This was right at the end of a much longer sequence where Shiita was bringing it back with just that 6% chunk you saw disappear at the end from the throw combo.
So the first game, both rounds ended with JA instant overhead into full combo. The second game, both rounds ended with throw, OMC, or OMB into super.
Yeah, on both ends.
Both ends.
Patterns.
interesting. Like, I
Well,
wonder.
people remember the decision that led to their immediate loss of round more than they remember anything earlier in the round that might have been more significant, honestly.
You know, that's true. That's true.
Like,
That's
it,
true.
it may not be why you lost, but it's when you lost, and that's why it's in your head.
Yeah, and how you lost, and just like, okay, I got to avoid this. I got to avoid this. And then when that doesn't happen, that gets to you.
Thankfully, that's why you've got crisp 1080p VODs available to review for all of the players.
Yep.
My own personal habit is just endlessly watching VODs. I have a bunch of monitors in my life at all times.
Yeah.
There's always at least one VOD on somewhere.
That's always
Probably
good.
on repeat.
I try to do as much as I can. You know, just get. There's a lot of games to watch though. That's the problem.
Certainly.
I do always try to get as much Persona as I can though.
Yeah. Staying caught up on Persona is essential.
Yes. Oh
Because,
yeah.
you know, the big pieces on the Persona top player chessboard are always moving around very slightly.
Yeah.
These two are examples of players that have risen one big victory after another. One slightly improved place. God, that wave is just perfectly
it's
active.
perfect, yeah.
This place exists.
MightyJoey is the human embodiment of Teddy.
Yeah. I really appreciate the Teddy posting done online, in person.
The Black Teddy lobby avatar just hidden in the background. And
Yeah.
stuff. It's great.
Yeah.
It's great.
How about this match, too? It's basically two crowd favorites. Are they going to be willing to cheer one way or the other? If it's close, I'm sure.
I think you're going to see a lot of people, like from a crowd perspective, you're going to see people rooting for Joey here. Joey has been the people's champion, hasn't had the big major win. He had won UMADX BOZ back in middle of last year-ish, like August, I think. But hasn't been able to clutch the Frosties or Taku. Hasn't been able to find that big win that they can throw on there. And that's really what they're aiming for, what a lot of people want to see, so that Joey can sort of elevate themselves into that, like, that GOAT discussion that people have been wanting to have. But N.B.M is someone who's also aiming for that.
Already claims GOAT Marie all time, though,
Yeah.
TBH. Certainly North American, right?
Well, the reason N.B.M started playing Marie was because everybody was saying this character was bad. So I started playing her, and I just kept winning.
Underdeveloped, no equals bad,
Yeah.
as it is often revealed to be the case.
Well, it's always true, right?
Yeah,
it's
always true. Every fighting game.
And
People are so weird about character strength,
Yep.
and so unwilling to observe development or cast away their doubt.
Yeah.
I mean,
And especially switching off a character who, in my opinion, is like as powerful as Elizabeth to Marie, who is considered a little weaker. You know, definitely, I think N.B.M. Jive Turkey in the past was someone who was bringing it back up, but N.B.M. is in the recent era really pushed that character up to the top.
yes, the top to this extent, by the way. Main ballroom, P4AU top 8 continuing.
And
The two Titans in winners finals.
with an early rocket toss as well over there for MightyJoey on the right-hand side. The Starfall trying to go through, trying to zone out.
It doesn't matter which JA foot counter hits, it will still be comboed off of. This version of Heartful Cry is so good.
All the music's so good.
Yeah.
All the music's fantastic. It's like this fantastic combos going right here. Like 3.5K off that starter is kind of crazy.
Yeah, it spent nothing. Spent no resources.
no resources.
Yeah. Just found the right heavy counter hit, basically.
Oh, good 2B right there.
Just outside of Awakening, right? No, in it.
But-
I think the poison contributed to it.
Yeah, proccing poison is still totally worth it, right? Like, just getting an extra hit on scaling if you can find the reset.
A lot of patience here from Joey, blocking his way out of the right side corner. I thought he might have rolled under, but he teched the throw just fine. Took his first space with 5B, but wasn't able to teleport out with SBTBs. Joey with 65 meter. Will he build 75? I mean, N.B.M with 75. Spent a SB super. Dive kick conversion.
And I like that, like having used that here in the gets
There's
hit
the
by
barrels. Look out!
barrels!
You cannot forget.
And you're panicked right now, so all your button inputs are swapped around, so you have to be very careful. Poison now applied as well. So many status effects, and you have to be worried about them all, but N.B.M is not. The only thing they're worried about is closing this round out right here.
Incredible conversion. And N.B.M had to hit a tight link off of the chocolate juggle into 2B in particular.
Yep.
No 5A, no 2A would have killed. It had to be a B-sized button at least. Reduce the scaling, increase the routing.
There we are. And I like that, just jump out, because Joey really likes going for those 5D presses, the bat being really effective at stopping a lot of vertical movement. So you have to use the horizontal. And Joey's still doing a great job of checking that on reaction. TV set, but no teleport.
Both of these characters float so high in the air, it's like they're playing their own versus game. Whether it's because of persona attacks or items. I mean, this is we haven't really addressed the fact that this is one of the most visually involved matchups you can watch in a fighting game.
Oh, yeah.
Both of them
yeah.
are throwing items. or objects, you can call them, I guess, in Marie's case.
They're applying unique status effects. They're
Yeah.
applying weather conditions. There's so much going on that even the players probably aren't going to be fully aware of any given situation.
Yeah, people will be able. They're both going to be able to catch each other off guard with various things, and they'll be impressing each other with every time they show awareness about an item or something about the kit. Chocolate helps with the conversion.
And now, we were in Cloud last time. We didn't get to see N.B.M get a lot of the shock status effect, but now, with Snowfall, getting the extra ST, you're going to be able to see a lot more aggression coming through.
Yes.
I like that. Hitting the Korea away to try to push Joey into it.
Yeah, Mystery Food X is very dangerous to eat. Fear, mute, poison, pretty much the worst thing that can happen because you cannot burst while muted.
Item toss barrel coming out, so N.B.M had to react to it super quickly, try to just escape the corner. He's doing a great job of with these air delays, just constantly adjusting their momentum.
Yep, delaying around in the air, around when the items are falling, as well as then returning to the ground in time with the moped. You saw that?
Yeah.
Using it as a shield, basically, trying to stay close to the items that have hitboxes. Right. Big conversion, and the counter hit enables a great 2B pickup afterwards. Roar. N.B.M right outside of Awakening and in a pretty dangerous spot. That is, I think that could have been a big hit. I'm not sure.
Yeah, the 5C link afterwards is a little hard. It's like, that's facing to the corner, so.
Yeah, with a counter hit, definitely would have.
Oh, absolutely. But now N.B.M doesn't need to worry about counter hits. We're worrying about a quick super ender right there.
Yeah, let's change the weather and the game and the score. 1-0 for N.B.M over Joey.
But this is winners finals, so we have a full 3 out of 5 to play, right?
That's right.
We got more games, we have more time. Joey's able to be like, okay, I got the knowledge, you know what N.B.M's trying to do, what they're trying to look for, and how can I adapt? How can I fully take over this match?
That is more games than they had at Otaku in loser semis when N.B.M took it 2-1.
Chocolate coming out, trying to stop him. Starfall connects, though, this time. Finally one for N.B.M, so they're able to get an extension off of it as well. To keep it in that control. Joey's back
If you can. You should not listen to Teddy's advice.
That was so clean, using the TV teleport on reaction to the jump.
And getting an air throw on the other side from TV teleport. Pretty much the coolest thing. I think the last time I've been hit by that was because of Chip in Exert. Which is a game that came out at around a similar time.
Yeah. The 09er specials.
Yeah.
There we go.
2014, 2015 special.
Mr.
Food X got hit
away.
It's still back there, though. Look out! Teddy ate it himself. He's going to die because of it. I swear, he's actually dead because of it. The poison will make this kill.
Yep.
Oh my god.
And even wasn't your Teddy waking up in mute, which is like Teddy is very reliant on his persona in neutral.
Yeah.
As well as all the good supers that he wants to use are persona reliant as well.
And he's muted, so he can't burst out of that. You can see he has his burst back now, just because it was disabled from the mute, which is, it's got to be the strongest overall status effect.
Oh yeah, it's definitely like. There's contention for panic depending on certain situations, or shock as well, nullifying movement.
Yeah, shock is great.
Fear.
If you're Fear and you're Adachi, it's great.
Well, Fear on Teddy is great as well.
Oh, the mix from Green Barrel! The meanest, grossest, dirtiest mix-up from the bottom of the barrel, but it's top-class play from Joey.
And gets the DP Ender as well with a little bit of extra damage.
The sweep is the last hit of that combo, too. Right? That's awesome, because he gets the knockout. Fully optimized from Joey.
And that's newer routing. That's something that was discovered more recently within the game. And actually, I think is very key to Joey's success, being able to have access to these large damage combos which Teddy didn't traditionally have.
The proration is such that he probably had one frame to do that sweep.
Yep.
Yeah. Double 5B.
Yeah. Trying to find these hits with the cannon. Nice. With 5A to try to check the roll. Doesn't make it work, but it still recovers in time. You
notice, too, when someone is using invincibility to go through something with roll or in general, you see that little wind after image effect. Joey's able to react to the 5A producing the after image, so he can see that the roll is happening from N.B.M and then punish roll again with the 5A on the other side. One decision that led up to a few more that puts Joey at 1-1, tying up the set. Yeah. Plenty more games to be played in it. Let's keep it up.
I think it's going back and forth. First game, very N.B.M dominant. He was in full control, trying to deal with a lot, and then Joey was like, nope, it's my turn. It's my time to shine. I'm the people's champion.
If they alternate like that, it will be N.B.M set, so the momentum has to be reversed at some point.
Yeah, we'll have to see who can make that adjustment now in game number 3. Chocolate hitting early on, so N.B.M gonna get a big reward off of this. It hits with the cloud as well, so you're stuck. I like it. Delayed the combo to allow the cloud to come through. Get shock state, get another good mix-up that Joey couldn't escape out of.
Did you see how the dive kick operated with such a delay that it punished the recovery of Teddy's counter DP? It was that must have been automatic. Very researched, I think, from N.B.M.
Yeah, that is that. You know, they played each other a lot. They know these two people know how these characters work. Joey even picking up their own rage, trying to make the party happen, instead gets hit and loses.
Yeah, very choice burst for N.B.M to compete in this round, but Joey has so much more life than Awakening should normally allow for, thanks to a well-timed super. AOA was a little desperate, followed by a dive kick getting anti-aired and Persona broken. It's basically the coup de grace for Joey taking the round. Sweep out? Nope.
No, so the missile was too low, so they're not able to get the re-jump into the DP right there.
To re-detonate it?
Yep.
I see. Okay. Well,
5B.
I think that was maybe the beginning of a dash cancel. N.B.M trying to take more space than Joey was ever willing to allow.
And N.B.M does traditionally like to go for dash cancel in that situation, so Joey just ready to recognize it, react, and swing.
When the swing, 5B, it's never typically a very high damage normal. With this item, it can be a high damage normal and apply Mutual Poison.
Oh my
Incredible
God.
Oki from Joey and improvisational in its very nature.
Yeah.
Switching sides with Missile. Now N.B.M gets Awakening at least.
Man, drops the
A
combo.
lot, a lot more Awakening than was anticipated too.
Man,
thanks to the drop.
it was looking really grisly for N.B.M right there, but they were able to find and fully recover, to be able to switch the situation onto their own, and now finds a big opening onto Joey.
It's crazy that this rain filter actually looks kind of good.
It does look good.
This kind of convinces me that it's raining. And that means N.B.M is getting so much Awakening life back because of the rain. Passively gaining it. I mean, it's like 40% Awakening life now.
And with Joey having that big life lead as well, you were just gaining it as going. Like, look at that! Look, you're almost at 50% Awakening. This is a boss character.
It's pretty much impossible. I mean, let's be real. Like, what are you supposed to do with Joey now that she has all that life and burst?
Yeah. Well, you find that big opening right there. You find the OMC as N.B.M to close out the round, even with Awakening.
One last touch.
Yeah, didn't have enough to get any SP specials at the end, so Bag Loops wasn't going to close.
Now, that short hop was almost brilliant, but I like that Joey was trying to fight it out because the longer you survive that round as Joey, the sooner you get your burst back into this one.
Yep, that's what you're at. You're like 50% Awakening. I probably can't win this. I just got to build my burst gauge back up as much as possible. Try to take some other hits in their mind game as well.
Yes, great corner clear here. An auto combo meter bonus is often roll through and a punish. Ow, TP and recovered in time.
Yeah. Good throw tech out though. N.B.M still keeping the control down.
That is vile. You really got to make sure the reversal DP whiffs.
Yep.
Persona broken Joey, and very far from Awakening. Basically going to have to play this out in its entirety. It's going to be a lot of JAs.
And that's the start that you're looking for as N.B.M. trying to just keep this corner pressure going, not let Joey get those mid-screen escapes.
That burst is going to hit.
Yeah.
Whoa! The super was still invincible, and now N.B.M OMB'd off the burst, found a kill off of it. No, not a kill at all, actually.
Joey's got one more chance, has to just ID their way through it and play perfectly from this point. Teddy slide out through the TVs and just item tossing where they can.
Canceling off the jump from a JA on contact with the item. Yeah. Joey found a little stray hit against N.B.M, but it really didn't mean much. It was just cool.
All right, now avoiding these star calls, doesn't want to get opened up. Uses the TVs but can't slide out of it. DP does connect though.
On deck, cannot block. Big hitbox on air. 5C the dive kick from Marie.
You can see even N.B.M pop it out, had the fist up like, yes, I was able to close it out. I didn't let that slip through my fingers.
Snap one more, says N.B.M with just a single finger.
Yeah.
We all can speak that sign language. It is numerals, 1 game, 2 rounds. Let's see if he can do it.
Yeah, or can Joey make this comeback, right? You know, get that winner side thing that would make them so much more confident in their ability to take this.
Let's see the power of the 3 out of 5 as a potential reversal of fortune.
Anything is possible right now. These JAs working great, and the DP's blocked. The big fatal with the side
swap. Starter would have been huge, and N.B.M acknowledged the side swap and immediately super jump air dashes to the other side, trying to reverse the positioning. Now successfully cornering Joey, but Joey rolled out, goes unpunished on the other side, narrowly. Saw that.
N.B.M is doing a really good job with these dash 5Cs just to constantly catch Joey as soon as they're trying to press mid-screen once we've gotten later into the set.
Ooh, teching up and falling with JA is such a classic Teddy move. There's just so many hits it can't miss.
SBTV getting a counter hit right here, so Joey able to actually teleport through.
That's
get the
so
continuation outside of Awakening, so it is able to kill.
Woo, boy. That costs nothing. It's just SBTV counter. It cost. Well, actually, okay, it did cost that for the first hit, but the rest of the combo was that unscaled for no resources.
Yep.
Which is amazing.
And this is Joey's element, right? But when he's back to the wall, having to fight it out, this is where you can see him thrive. So it's up to N.B.M to fully stop this pressure. And right now, this round is looking like an air throw, though. Get tossed back into the corner. And every DP's been baited so far now in these games.
Yeah, it's actually very impressive. The only ones that have worked have been like post-roll recovery or something. They're very scrambly DPs. There's another one, totally safe with the light pressure.
Yes.
Now and waited again for the DP. I love that. It worked once for N.B.M, not a second time. So he's teaching a lesson and teaching it forcefully, arriving at just enough muted kill.
What I love is, like, N.B.M was like, oh, they're going to bait the DP, so I'm going to DP super to take my turn back. But Joey was already ready for that level to roll through, and even on the next DP, able to punish.
Hey, Joey fell victim to it once. Can't happen twice.
He doesn't get into N.B.M. Look at that, the deep breaths. They're like, I gotta close that. I can't let this scramble any further.
Yeah, it's a big moment. It's winners finals. The difference between Grand Finals winner's side and losers finals, playing against one of the best players in the tournament, who is on their hottest streak after winning losers semis, is very hard to win losers finals when you fall from winners. I cannot lie about that. And I'm speaking, of course, only at the local level.
But it's hard at the local level. Imagine it on this stage. Imagine with this crowd behind you.
Yeah. I mean, just the scale is...
it's indescribable.
It's indescribable. I was going to say, will the low become the high? Is kind of like, I don't know. High stakes match, lower bracket action is what you're trying to avoid. Yeah, there's something there.
There's something in the start of this game as well with an early quick throw set right there, allowing the full screen to be reset and then giving Joey all these item toss opportunities. But N.B.M really, like, honestly, he's kind of okay with it. Like, willing to play the scramble game is, I think, a little bit better than dealing with the Teddy corner pressure so far.
Trade like that, and they're both so active. They teched forward and did buttons after air-to-air trading. You saw that?
Yep. Great reset back in right now.
Trying to go meter even on stagger pressure. Joey's not IBing too much. Must be afraid of getting tagged by a standing low or something while going for IBs.
Yeah, like Marie 5A is really good. It's really quick, and it's going to knock him out low.
Yeah.
Another thing that you're going to be seeing is, like, N.B.M loves resets. If they can end up resetting, they will try to just check their opponent with it. So Joey doesn't want to have to be too worried about those kind of opportunities.
You saw the way Joey came flying out of that TV teleport and dodged the chocolate. Teddy just can't be caught. That is a huge swing. N.B.M kills off this easily.
Yeah, and gets the weather change super right at the very end as well.
So we're going to avoid the sun, right?
Yeah, I did see. So we switched over to rain.
Yep.
Which this is, I think, actually pretty beneficial because we saw N.B.M was able to fully take control of the game and going into Awakening.
Yeah.
And then we're scoring back to like 40-50% health.
One way to really get a lot of self-damage done is DP on Wake Up canceled into Super. It'll give you like 15% damage to give yourself Awakening.
Okay. Barrel not used in the combo.
We could see DP Super here. I mean, it's Awakening regardless now. Yeah. My God!
Now just see a little bit of extra damage, try to get the item toss cancel at the end, but DP now works out for N.B.M once again. Going to try to regain control of the pressure. Joey not having it.
Yeah, Joey escapes, but also remembers to block with the portal on the other side. No evil energy allowed. You keep that evil off me.
And rolls through, but didn't pick up Mysterious Food X right there.
Meets her there. J.A. That is 2 hits of J.A., 2 games apiece, 1 round apiece. Last game, last round for each of them. Let's hear it for winners finals.
Yeah. We're at the full double Luigi right now.
Yeah, that's right. And it's sunny weather for this one. Doesn't favor N.B.M too much.
Yeah, we
have to rely on pure fundamentals, no weather assist, really.
We might see in the meter gain, if they hit 50, try to go for a weather change early just to get out of this. Try to get into...
Cloud would be great here, I think. We have not seen much Cloud this set. And that'll provide the
making your
lightning damage
and throws be able to play shock state is so important versus Teddy, as you need to be slippery with this character to be at the fullest effect, but poison keeps adding up over onto N.B.M from Joey.
How do you hit Joey? He's so hard to touch. You need to burst out, and it got baited, and I said you need to burst out. It didn't mean immediately. Joey did not finish the burst punish combo, though. This gives N.B.M a couple of chances. He got so much life off that item. Yeah. He ate right up with that awakening life. That kind of gave N.B.M a shot.
OMC from N.B.M trying to use that shot to the fullest extent. Chocolate, but just alpha counters out. Trying to stay away from the toy robot, not trying to get shocked. Throw text, though. No barrels in the air. Joey could have hit an air unblockable setup right there, but wasn't ready for it.
That is the DP that spelled the end for N.B.M. MightyJoey gets revenge for CEO Taku.
Yeah.
Advances to winner's side grand finals and demands the full hug from N.B.M.
Yeah. Hey, these two players are close. They're tight. They've been playing these sets forever, playing against each other forever, really trying to make something happen.
Yeah, and I remember when I was looking up the CEO Taku VOD for P4AU Top 8, the thumbnail is N.B.M and Thun hugging it out, I think.
Yep.
So maybe we got a thumbnail shot there for low kick in the N.B.M hug. Maybe there's more to come. it was still winners bracket action.
Yeah.
Losers finals for N.B.M will be coming up after we determine who will be there. Losers semis, still an international affair.
Yeah. So it's the final remaining JP player of Nekoze
That's right.
versus, why am I blanking? Grover.
Yes, because Grover going down is usually out of the question for us.
And now this is actually kind of funny to me and a little interesting. Grover's like the one Persona player besides like Atarax. Those are really the only two of those old guard who got to play the international talent back when this was an Evo game and there were people flying out for it.
Totally.
So like some of these newer guys might not be as comfortable with the JP players and how their play style. If you're not someone who's actively grinding that,
this man won't stop by being me.
they just keep floating in the air and backdashing away from high pressure, and then I get hit.
And then he lets me run my offense, and he blocks it all. It's terrifying.
It is terrifying. So we'll have to see if Grover can overcome the terror.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be fearless play from him. Grover DP is sometimes the handle and tag itself, but it's also the phenomenon we've all witnessed through the years. Grover running up miles deep. He'll be already touching your character model. Collision's been established. He DPs 3 seconds later, right when you finally press something to challenge his uncontested movement. He is among the bravest. And one of his moves is called Heroic Bravery.
It is.
That is embodied fully in Grover's play.
It is. I think that's how you have to be with Narukami, right?
In clutch moments, though.
Yes.
Not by default. He's not just crazy.
No,
but it's when he will needs to close something out, get a kill in a scramble type moment.
Yeah, and that's, I think, where you're going to find those Narukami's excels, when they can, like, make you think, oh, for 90% of the game, oh, they're going to be fine, they're going to find them the one moment where they need to, release the Satsuino Hado inside of them.
Yeah.
That's when they pull it out. Or their true inner self.
Right, the inner self, right. Kill the shadow, that's right. I remember very fondly Grover SB sliding under a Margaret Spear piloted by Lord Knight.
Yeah.
One more bursting through Lord Knight's burst and picking up a kill combo in the air with Zeodyne at the end. Grand Finals at NEC, and that was the second last round, I think. Then it was all Grover. It was so hype. Anyway, still world-class play between Grover and Nekoze, and it's such a fierce rival battle here. It's very lore-intensive between the Fool and the Fool.
Yeah, this is the canonical ending here, potentially.
Yeah, oh my god, canonical accomplice ending is possible as well. Protect Adachi.
We got to get the boss music selected. We got to get on the right stage.
Yeah, honestly, as much as I love Aiga's theme Heartful Cry, I think we could probably swap this one out for
Facing My True Self?
Facing My True Self or The Almighty. Right?
Yeah.
The Almighty would be good. Almighty! Can they hear me?
No, they're not gonna. And we got the JP player on. Oh, wait.
They're switching. Yes. He's going to do the Almighty. I promise he is.
I got it.
I know him.
Blood Red Moon.
Okay.
Also acceptable.
Acceptable.
This is early. We fought the Adachi before.
I will say, reserving the Almighty for Grand Finals is probably a good call.
That's true. That is true.
At least set one Grand Finals, and then maybe battle for all of our souls for Shin Grand Finals.
Yeah. All right. So
this is a funny song. I can't lie.
This is interesting because if you look at like Jordan versus Grover matches that have happened in the past, Jordan's usually playing very aggressive and Grover gets to be on the defense. But this is now two players who want to be reactive, want to be a little bit more defensive, and one of them has to commit to the aggression. And right now that is Nekoze.
Yeah, right. Air back dash, and here's Grover filling up his meter on the IBs, gently floating back down. Unable to open up Grover in any capacity. Grover just wanted to tech that throw and ended up throwing Nekoze, who must have been baiting a DP or something, sitting there. Love the advancing command grab. It just kind of, those little distance issues, Adachi just solves for you with a walking command grab that's still pretty hard to react to.
Yeah, because the walk is very akin to his normal walk animation, so you have to be ready to recognize the specific hand movements that happen and also recognize the specific pressure, but JC will connect, and Nekoze will take the first round. I
feel like the scariest Adachi players are the ones that actually do walk in their pressure.
Yes.
They'll do like 5A, 5AA walk, 5A walk, and it ends up conditioning you to get command grabs by walking command grabs.
Or it's conditioning you to mash on any kind of gap, and then you get these big frame trap opportunities.
Yeah, at which point if he hits you with 5B instead, that's a valuable counter hit. 5C, no question, you're almost dead.
And you're going to see a glimpse of what happens there. Just 2.3k into a fear. But
Yep.
DP's out. Once again, Grover DP working
Yeah.
exactly when needed.
Fearlessness in the face of fear. If you can't block, you're either going to DP or wake up. It kind of really makes it easier for you to make the decision. Love tapping the Magatsu Izanagi with J2B, which hits on both sides.
Oh, and a nice 2B catch at the very end of that jump arc. Going to be able to get the full air unblockable.
Yep, and you saw that was auto combo, so the meter bonus is there for Grover, who can spend everything to cut into the Awakening as deep as possible. No, chose not to, actually. I respect it. The Oki was really good off of Raging Lion anyway.
All right. And now trying to find opportunity to reopen back up, but Nekoze
What a
getting
joke.
like good 5C confirms.
So much meter from Nekoze. Grover, too, though. He's got meter. He can't kill off this.
You can't, but you're going to be in a very safe situation. Just play full screen, have a good life lead. So much Awakening health, rebuilding back up.
Yeah, look at it go. It's so hard to keep up with. Nekoze's got to land a hit soon.
Alpha counter to get out right there. 2B is the first connection that you want to be looking for here.
A brat like you. That's not going to kill, by the way.
No.
A lot more work to do.
But does have the buff applied now.
What?
DP whip Grover.
And so smart of Nekoze. Immediately OMB to remove the burst option from Grover. That's the only way to secure that kill,
Yep.
barring a throw punish
Yep.
on the DP. And Nekoze wasn't in range for going and landing a throw. That was kind of a very aware, sudden movement to punish the super far DP from Grover.
Yeah. And that's what you needed to specifically from as Grover to just not do
I
anything
hate
at that
looking
exact
at
point. Because you just had to
grass.
back off. You'd be like, hey, I got the life lead. We got like 10 seconds left. I just got to chill.
If you're ever wondering if a DP was intentional or not, remember that DPs are performed by the DP button.
Yep.
They're always intentional. It's really hard to do a DP by accident. You have to drop the controller, basically.
Yeah, or, misplace a finger. It's late. Some of these guys have been gaming since 10 in the morning.
Yeah, right.
Good DP over there from Nekoze. Something that isn't really mentioned as much with like Adachi DP and so far through this tournament is it's a high-low mix. It's auto-timed
It's
on
built
it.
in. It's not great,
But it still blows
it's there.
people up. It still blows people up.
It does. It works. It works, especially when you start using OMC shenanigans
Yeah.
to go low after. Yeah, it's expensive, but it's valid too. I can't deny that.
All right. Nice jump over. Going to not be able to actually hit the Magatsu Izanagi.
Yeah, it looks like Nekoze was floating around Izanagi, just trying to bait Grover into swinging on Izanagi, defending him. A lot of meter, but going to spend nothing because there's no cut into Awakening yet. The next combo, though, spend everything here, Grover. We'll see as much as possible, barring OMB.
Oh, gets the B air raging lion as well. So with the yellow tech, a little bit of an extension. Finds a 2A, forces the burst out from Nekoze.
And Nekoze chose it. He did that from a big life deficit, but has enough meter to kill. A brat like you can't burst this. It's a super. That kills. And Labras is happy about it.
Labras is happy.
Yeah.
Because they want to see that Narukami guy out of here. It's Nekoze now up to match point to move over to that losers finals.
Move over Grover.
Good tech out, though, this time from Grover.
Yep.
Not going to let it go, but these 5Bs are whiffing, eventually getting hit by these 2Ds.
1980 damage on that. Fatal counter version's 26. Just be careful. Oh, that was almost a fatal counter, but it still did another 2,000. Grover has got to get Awakening in here. Will it come off a BP or a super? Or
no,
that's
Ghastly
he's
Whale!
in fear. He can't burst. He burst in and he got it baited. Nekoze with a full punish and a perfect moving over Grover with a 2-0 in loser semis.
Yeah.
Magatsu Izanagi gets the last hit. And it is the non-canon and early ending for Persona 4 today.
It's the bad end for
Bad
those of you
end.
looking at the story, but it's the good end for us as we get to see more Shiita action in our losers finals.
That's true. It's good for the Adachi fans.
Or Nekoze, sorry.
I'm a Grover. I'm sorry, a Grover homeboy and fan any day of the week.
Yeah.
But I don't even mind watching him lose. He finds a way to lose with dignity and grace. And I know we can see him, no matter where Persona is, he'll be there, even if it's the third game he enters that day. So shouts to Grover for performing so well up to this point. Loser semis, it's unfortunately outside of the coveted top 3 position, but loser semis is always the hypest set of the tournament to me.
Yeah, I
certainly
agree.
among the first 2 sets.
Yep.
It's so important and so fast.
Yeah, and it's always one that's like, it's always so close. It's very rare that you see a loser semis that's like super, super one-sided.
Yeah.
It's always a good time.
They both play with the intention of closing the set out.
Yep.
That's for sure.
Because they want to at least get that third. They want to be able to say I got the top 3. I'm in the Twitter pick.
That's right. That's the clout, right?
Yep,
Clout's the only currency in our world. Esports, come on.
Yeah.
So, clout being a currency, so too is real life currency, sponsorship. very important, very helpful for us running Frosty Faustings here this year, just like all the rest of the years. Thanks for keeping your eyes open and locked on the stream the entire time throughout the entire ad break. We return to Losers Finals at Frosty Faustings 2024. The Titans in top 3 for Persona 4 Arena Ultimax.
Yes.
This is our biggest event every year.
Yeah, this is it's slightly smaller than Taku, I think player count wise.
Player count
but
wise,
I think player skill wise, this is probably one of the strongest events. With the addition of having 2 very strong JP players, we had pretty consistently almost all the Warriors came out trying to get that title. Just also because those JP players were there, they're wanting to try to get a couple games with them offline. The true experience. Rollback's good, but nothing beats some good old-fashioned offline Persona, just like we have coming up here with our next match, our losers finals now.
That's right, yes. All top 3, all 3 out of 5s from this point forward. N.B.M and Nekoze, who I'm looking back, I wonder further in the bracket, who ended up putting, let's see, N.B.M losers. Nekoze was put in losers by N.B.M.
Yep, so this is a run back of
winners semis. That's often how it goes for top 3 matches.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see what happens because it was very close, right? It was 2-1. It was a very last round, last touch situation.
Yeah, now they have that guaranteed extra game.
Yeah. And Nekoze is hot. They both had a break, so it was a little bit of cooldown, but Nekoze has to be a little bit more fresh. It was just on the sticks while N.B.M had a break to watch another great set.
Yeah, went the distance with Joey. Hopefully the hug from Joey powered him up.
Yeah. I
mean, a lot of these top players in this game, they're maybe like rank 9 social link with each other IRL anyway. Like that hug means a lot.
Yeah, the Joey bear hug can really power you up right there. But you already see
literally a bear hug.
Yeah. Nekoze already lost so many Persona cards like 20 seconds into the round from N.B.M. A bunch of J2Ds and N.B.M just jumping out of the way and destroying them, and now destroying that health bar with a good shock throw right here. Keeping them into the corner. Weather change.
Big chunk of Awakening gone, just like that. Nekoze is not bursting this round.
No. You don't want to burst. You already lost so much. There's no reason to burst while you're in this Awakening. Just hold the pressure and accept that you had it. Use this time to think about the future rounds coming up.
Yeah, practice defense against Marine.
Yeah. Hey, you need it. This is not a super popular character.
Even practicing neutral, that's a huge hit, and it's 150 meter. We have to stop talking. Everything we said before up at the round being over is rescinded, especially with N.B.M being nearly outside of Awakening. Or just outside of Awakening. Oh, that's it!
Fatal counter 2B, OMB.
Keep it burst safe. Keep it burst safe.
Yep.
And it is burst safe! Of course it is! That's a displaced Persona. Adachi's not involved.
Yeah. And that's a great use. Like we saw, Nekoze was like, oh, I could burst you when I'm low, but nah, I got this.
Nekoze's composure was amazing. I mean, that wasn't a meter building round. We saw the great defense to get out of the corner, breaking the Persona when he aired on the other side. So much air movement in general, even in this round that we've now caught up to.
And that's what you need. And what N.B.M needs to do is they need to not let that get to them. They need to keep, calm. She's like, hey, I got to get the item tosses. I got to get the throws right here. Counter hit on the shock. No combo because you're not in the corner, but still able to make a lot happen here with the run-up pressure. Delay 5A, catch him with the low.
Nekoze just standing there menacingly while paralyzed. It's scary. Adachi's just got that smile on. You're like, is his controller working?
Well, it seems to be working so far. Good
DP for DP.
Yeah.
Double Awakening time. Meganola, that's big.
Yeah, it's very wide out there, especially in the corner. It's a little bit deceiving. So N.B.M gets clipped once again, but not dead just yet.
Yeah, there was a conversion available using just regular follow-ups, but the Zeodyne cancel ended up hurting Nekoze. SB Gunshot, though, finishes the round. That's what it's built to do.
Yeah, it was interesting that N.B.M just autopiloted back to playing defensive even after finding that big shock hit right there instead of getting up close, trying to close out the life bar. Because you can't, I don't know, if I was N.B.M in that situation, I'm worried about SB Gunshot, I'm worried about Atom Smasher, OMC, I'm worried about so many different things that could happen.
I really would just stay off the ground just because of SB Gunshot, and also because he's approaching with JC, which is more of a hit you on the ground type normal. I mean, it aired as well too, let's be right.
Well, it does everything and the kitchen sink, so N.B.M is going to try to hit them enough to where they can't use it so far. Evil Eye set up, forcing the blocks, but great IBs from Nekoze. Oh my god!
Do you know what region you're playing against right now?
That looked like
that's 60 meter on basically by blocking.
That
65.
That looked like active defense when you've been blocking for too long and the game starts IBing for you.
Yeah, it felt automatic. That's a great mechanic. Bring that back. Was that? I saw an invincibility after image. I wonder what happened there. I wasn't sure what it was.
Yeah, I think I missed that right there. But what I do see is switching over to the rain and being now building that health back up.
Awakening life, yeah, it is important. But it's Heat Riser Adachi. OMBing with 100 meter. I'm pretty sure the burst has to be there.
Yeah.
It is. Right
That's the one spot in the tennis that allows you to burst and get out of it.
Yeah. It's hard baitable, but not automatically baitable.
And now you see N.B.M playing very patient, trying to let that help regen, add back up.
Yeah, the patience was rewarded with the Persona break, and as soon as that happened, there's no more JC from Adachi. He can't move around with Nagatsu Uzumaki.
He loses access to all of his incredible supers that he has.
He basically becomes a very, 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 very poor man's Happy Chaos. He has to shoot SP Gunshot until the round ends, and that's it. It's not very sustainable.
It's not sustainable, but at least the recharge comes quickly if that does happen. Right now, the damage is quickly adding up.
Guard up, guard up, guard up.
Good IBs now. N.B.M showing flashes of JP playstyle and a great double roll through to just escape the corner.
Flashes of that defense as well as literal flashes on the screen denoting that it's being performed. Look at the huge amount of life that Marie gets to take away from herself to get that awakening. But it's sunny weather, so no rain to stack on.
All right, good tech out from Nekoze, recognizing the throw reset was trying to come in. And now we get Heat Riser.
We can get 50 meter. Oh, we actually dropped the 2C.
Yeah, so now no full combo off it. DP going to connect out for N.B.M, and it's more recoverable health to gain back.
If Nekoze takes chip, I think he'll get awakening.
No, they'll just get it off this combo.
There it is.
Yeah.
Right.
An SP gunshot. Tripping him out. N.B.M trying to find an opportunity to make something happen, and that with DP right there with an OMB should allow them to close it with this 90 meter.
Yeah. You always think they want to end it with super, and then N.B.M never chooses to in particular. He's like, I got these loops, by the way.
It's very N.B.M style. Like if you N.B.M's Liz, back earlier today was very much about I'm not going to go for the long Atarax combos. I'm going to hit you with a combo, reset, grab, deal another 3K on top of it.
That's fun. Yeah. Quick kills, speedrun tack,
and that play style I think is really what's made their Marie so successful and really elevated them, because that's Marie's function almost works with that, because her supers are more like utility oriented rather than damage oriented.
Yeah, totally. Not a lot of people played her. It's almost for shame. I'm really starting to have the interesting qualities of Marie be illuminated for me. The weather mechanic works like weather does in real life.
Yeah.
You just kind of have to adapt to it, and there is ways you can take advantage of it.
Well, I know if it's cloudy, my throws always put my opponent in shock.
Yeah, it sucks when it's snowing, but what if you want to go skiing?
Yeah.
Or introduce an epilogue.
Yeah.
That's basically how N.B.M has to think about it when it's now raining. So now your goal with rain, get awakening early, maybe try and regenerate some life, adapt to the weather.
Good IBs right there, but not blocking long enough so far. Does get a quick grab, though. Allow N.B.M to try to regain control of the pressure. We're going to see a roll from Nekoze come out in probably the next gap. No, keeping it calm. Just wants to try to super jump out.
Yep. What's the setup?
Whiff throw, but no big punish.
What's the cloud do? It did nothing. It seemed to get triggered by something that was too far away for contact to be made.
Yeah, I think may have gotten hit by like a lingering Persona hitbox.
Yeah. Is that kill?
No. And this will give Nekoze a chance to make the start of a comeback. Nagatsu Mandala.
Yeah, this is how the last comeback started too.
And it's a great comeback to have for Nekoze, right? Like, you're very, very comfortable just playing very patient. That's how you want to be doing, but you don't want to get shocked right here.
Oh, defending just with normals despite the paralysis. Nekoze was able to fight his way out.
Oh, air DP connecting right at the very end right there.
Nice. It was a defensive air throw from N.B.M, just totally hovering there, waiting. I like the choice. I think, too, that it was valid to maybe immediately jump and throw out JB in case you want to hit a JC from Adachi, which would have Persona broken.
Yep.
He had one card.
You connect. Oh, gunshot still connecting right there, but
yeah,
find a big pickup.
Nekoze with the gunshot protected Nagatsu Uzumaki after the J2D.
But now N.B.M says no gunshot around you this time. I got to come in. You didn't tech out of it. I'm going to get all the damage I can.
Big whiff on the 2B. N.B.M just assuming he was in the right spot, but Nekoze was moving in the air. That really hurts.
Oh, good break right there. But DP block, but no punish.
What was he waiting for?
I think
cancel on block?
Maybe expecting like burst to happen right there?
Yeah.
Like a panic burst?
Burst or I guess super cancel on block.
Yeah.
Some kind of big brain thing that's beyond me. That could have been the swing play right there. And Nekoze choosing to burst when it just wasn't, or choosing the beta burst or something when it wasn't relevant yet.
Allowing the tempo to fully swing over. Starfall connecting on counter hit as well, but no big confirm. Nekoze gets the throw into Heat Riser.
It's a Persona card and a dream for Nekoze, trying to take a lead in the set. N.B.M wants to seal it. Oh! Broke the Persona with the burst just in time, bursted out of the OMB. If that burst didn't come from N.B.M, this would be an entirely different set right now. It was right on time. That burst had to be that frame or earlier.
And he recognized it. He did just completely like, okay, I got it through.
Because after one more burst hits you, you can't burst the next thing that comes. So it's going to be supers, it's going to be a lot of damage.
It's whatever the next highest damage thing that you can fully bring onto the table is.
Exactly. Yeah. So great choice and great presence of mind.
Yep. There we go. N.B.M sitting at match point, trying to get they got that score that they got in the first game, but they still have one more point that they need to get to move back to get the run against MightyJoey. See if Nekoze can take control.
Emerging North American rivals.
Yep.
Been emerging for a long time. Played each other a lot. Can't go wrong with another one. Let me not reach too far. It is such a one-sided round already, but Nekoze wants a burst to have a chance to play. At least has a lot of meter to work with.
I respect it, right? Like you've made these big comebacks once and close many times.
Even from less health.
Yeah, from less health. So if you can try to make that opportunity happen again, spend that burst. Let's try to get this to work. But N.B.M
already got half the burst back, losing the round from that point, which is fine. That means Nekoze, maybe towards the end of the next round, will be able to get a burst.
Yep. But this is snow, and this is actually going to be super advantageous for N.B.M now, being able to apply freeze off of a lot of effects, as well as the additional SP gains. Like, look at that. One combo, and you're already at, like, right at 40 meters.
53. I mean, it's not even worth talking about at this point, because it's going to be 100 before we know it, if this block string continues much longer.
DP tosses him back once again. A good 2B as well.
What? Oh, the burst is hitting. Yeah, the burst is definitely hitting. That's a great timing for Nekoze.
And that was the C version of Super. The time that N.B.M baited it through was the D version, more invul, but Vanilla instant blocked.
He went for sweep right after. N.B.M contested the space with Kaguya 5C. N.B.M doesn't even know it's over. Neither does Marie. Marie says, "Is it over already?" The crowd's standing up for you, N.B.M. Greet them.
They're
ready
doing
to chant
the
your
pose.
names. I think does he want confirmation that it's over?
I don't think he realizes it.
Oh, okay. There we go.
And then,
no, they're
okay. Yeah, Nekoze bowing.
Yeah, no, he won losers final, so he's got to sit there anyway. Makes sense to stay seated. But the crowd rises for Nekoze, who played so well today.
Excellent showing from Nekoze, making it all the way through third. Right, like there was, getting double jeopardy by the same person in top 8. That's a tale as old as time. Right.
Hey, guess there's got to be more Marie players globally, right?
Yeah. We'll have to see. I know there's a JP Marie player. Just cannot remember their name right now off the top of my head. And Nekoze was playing so well. And like you saw, like that SP gunshot was like, I think, the core part of their game plan to be able to just fully capitalize on when N.B.M was lacking. But N.B.M was able to find so many opportunities to just keep tempo swinging into their favor, even if they lost control of a match.
Yeah, I'm looking at the replays right now as we go through it. I always see like pretty ideal circumstances. Nekoze always had to make the comeback, and that is almost in Adachi's nature as a character to have to do it.
Yep.
He starts off in such a low power state, but those awakening supers that he gets access to will enable him. Not to the extent of defeating N.B.M, unfortunately. That is unfortunately for Nekoze, the end of it. Very fortunately for these two premier North American Persona 4 Arena Ultimax Titans meeting once again.
Sort of the two people that everybody, like, I was talking with, when I was talking with people, I was thinking double JP finals, right? Obviously, I'm wrong here. Almost every single person gave me some combination of MightyJoey and N.B.M as their grand finals.
Wow.
So the people who are in the know, they knew this was going to come out. Some people thought Grover might sneak in, just being that like strong legacy player.
He's so hard to beat. Yeah.
But it was that lack of Grover focusing on other games, wanting to play not everything just Persona. These two guys, this is all they play. This is their home. This is where they were born, and this is where one of them will die here.
Yeah, this bracket life is super valuable.
Yep.
The difference between first and second, the orientation in your top 3 photo that's pending, which will surely be beautiful. And I bet the crowd will stick around for it because they were so involved in this top 8.
Oh, yeah.
Verbally and auditorially, that they will surely stick around for that beautiful top 3 page pending.
I can almost tell you half of the crowd in here are all roommates at this event.
No, I see so many Persona players that I know are only Persona players.
Yeah, like so these are all people wanting to show their support.
Yeah.
And really making good work of doing the community well. We're not at every event. We're at like 2 big ones a year. We're at, Combo Breaker's a side event now this year as well. We're in by Dio. Shout out to Dio.
I'm happy for that, by the way.
Yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, I just like I literally don't know what to say. This has been like this is the story of NA Persona with these two players, and then even in the micro story, this MightyJoey trying to get the first big major win, right? And this is N.B.M trying to get their first like big event win, or like they won some online stuff.
Right? Yeah.
Neither of them have gotten that crown, they've gotten that medal, and only one of them's going to take it home. The other one's got to sit until December to get the next one.
Yeah.
For CEO Taku.
That is a long way away.
It's a year.
Oh,
to wait a year
crap.
for the next main game event.
I don't want to wait that long.
I don't either.
We'll have to keep up with net play.
Yeah.
And also the intercontinental net play. Pretty cool
Yep.
thing we figured out here how to do. Anyway, now N.B.M must shake off the MightyJoey hug and hospitality from earlier.
Yeah.
Only negative energy from this point forward. Slay your opponent. Junes is your territory. You must claim it from Teddy.
All right, well, you can see, is Joey qualified enough to take this full one on the winner's side? That's more soupy. Or can N.B.M make the full swing back here?
That got funnier when you mentioned that it's not really
Yeah,
a bear.
right.
The air DP way up in the sky. Can you believe that?
I can believe it every day of the week right now as Joey's believing in himself, gets the 2A pressures, but good instant blocks from N.B.M, but it's not enough.
A short hop instead of a jump cancel is a great way to present the JA sooner than normal.
And poison applied with the meaty snake bite at the very end.
Grotech escapes the poison situation, but N.B.M is losing this round. Whoa!
Oh, good DP bait and rolls through the super, but not able to punish it yet.
Oh my god, we call that a barre.
Yeah.
N.B.M woke up with 2B, I think. Still not an awakening as Joey. Oh, look out, it stars on both sides. Teddy block, Teddy block.
Joey's ready for this. They can block Teddy's circus, you can block the star super that's coming through, but you can't block a nice honest low.
Is it guaranteed that Teddy players can block Teddy circus?
I know, I've seen him miss it all the time.
Yeah, makes
oh, SD backswing whiff right there,
The
but
throw
so
is
too soon!
N.B.M has so much opportunities from this round. From one pixel and one persona card.
One more mix,
a
good
prayer
tap.
could be answered.
We'll have to see what happens here. This is anyone's game. Joey just trying to stay safe for the rocket from off screen.
Yeah, firework on the other side. I will say the size of the Teddy items combined with the quantity of them available on the screen can make it pretty difficult to navigate the situation. Well, he can only have one item on the screen at a time, I should say, but it's like you really have no idea which one's coming next, and he does know. He always knows.
Always ready. Let's go. All right, basic pressure tries to catch the AOA, but Joey ready to catch it out now and get some nice mix, but N.B.M is already ready for it and ready to burst out here. The connection. Joey just staying so tight. Not, like I said, not trying to IB, not trying to get staggered,
This
not trying to get
is
reset.
what I like to see. He blocks it out, then finds a counter hit at the most opportune moment, right when N.B.M lost patience, trying to move forward or do something slow.
The rocket just missed the very tip of Marie's hurt box right there, but still finds an opportunity to get a big hit. But no DP enter for the hard knockdown.
Yeah, still a lot of damage, but with the rain here, N.B.M could be getting a lot of awakening life. He should play slow and stall, right? I think that's what we're seeing.
Yeah, they're just trying to send out chocolate, trying to toss as many items as they can to stay away, get that health back. But Joey says, no, I got in.
Well,
Gotta keep that health low.
not a lot of resources, but a cancel off the combo into DP gives Joey awakening, which is brilliant. That 50 meters is going to be essential for fighting this out.
Good tech, though. Like
A lull in the pace, yeah. Not going to get 50 meter though.
No, but should be enough to keep the pressure going for the next 15 seconds as long as they keep it tight. But the Starfall counter hits on the 2B.
And he burst? No?
No. You're going to hold it. You're going to hold it.
I see, yeah. Especially N.B.M has burst. You don't want to be disadvantaged going into the next round.
If there was like 3 seconds left on the clock, there's a theoretical difference. Do you do it just to secure the round?
Yeah, and then run away, right?
Yeah.
Shooby dooby. Out of there is Teddy. Teddy has a longer range roll than the rest of the cast.
Yep. It's one of the advantages he really needs as that item toss character.
It fits in his design too. He'll roll through you so an item can cross you up.
Great, I love that. Like trying to force the strike throw on the MightyJoey, but recognizing that barrels came down, so you need to push them out. You need to get out of there.
Yep.
And a nice counter hit 2B, getting the back loops to put him all the way to the corner.
Virgin. Awakening? Not yet. Not yet. Perfect. And burst gets punished. Is that a carry? That's a kill. Goodbye.
Yeah, pick up with the 5A. Let's go, N.B.M. taking the first game of Grand Finals.
N.B.M. Composed, clothed. But I don't know. If this tournament gets won, the pop-off might be legendary.
Oh yeah. Like the thing is, like you'll see it at the N.B.M pop-up, but then you got to do it back. You have to. You have to make the reset.
I just hope it's not too legendary for Twitch. You know, we'll see what happens.
Well, we'll find out. You know, potentially. Right now, MightyJoey is looking to swing the tempo into their favor, using the smoke screen to hide some of the pressure. But a good DP. This is actually very advantageous for N.B.M. Joey's been going for a lot of cross-ups out since whole top 8 versus people. But having a DP that covers both sides at that exact range is going to be super beneficial.
Yeah, Teddy players are so used to using JA and his kind of strange hurt box to take advantage of very vertical DPs that don't cover both sides. One Persona card for Joey.
So you have to be careful. You can't really afford to item toss as much, but that gives N.B.M a lot of tempo swing. And now you're seeing it like, oh, hey, you have one card, you're afraid to throw stuff on because I'm going to break it? All right, well, I got to bring you to the corner now. I'm going to take all these counter hit trades, force you into Awakening.
I think Joey is more willing to throw items and use Persona normals now that he's in Awakening and can use that one super to get out of a Persona break anyway. Actually caught up in the card pace anyway. Slowly sniping cards. N.B.M is in a rough spot. Didn't tech. That's a kill.
No, not able to finish it off just yet. Needs one more touch. But the Persona is broken now for Joey.
Well, he's J8'd into it. He got double AOA. That scales so hard.
But the
skill combo.
Yeah.
A live scales that hard, I'm telling you. You cannot do 2 AOAs. Now, Joey did that because, N.B.M did that because it was assumed that the first AOA would be blocked and that the second one would be successful. But instead, the first one hit. So it just added double scaling, 2 mashes on there for the mash. You basically can't do damage after. I discovered that by accident, labbing bad combos on purpose.
And how many AOAs can I do in a single combo count?
If you have 3 OMCs, you can do 3 AOAs.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Versus Super's out of there. Just doesn't want to deal with it. Wants to get Joey set back to full screen so we can set more clouds, more DPs coming in as N.B.M tries to control the space. Great punish on the roll through right there, though.
Yeah, the roll was a little overzealous. Maybe assuming that Joey would delay his fall with JC.
TV set up right there. Joey baiting like a chance to go into the slide right there, forcing N.B.M to come forward.
Gotta take some Awakening life off here.
Snake bite and gets poisoned now, so you're fine with N.B.M wanting to play that back off, given they're normally comfortable with, because barrels are also in there.
Yeah, barrels, the threat of rage, counter hit 2B conversion, dropped. That was a big drop. Joey found a pickup in the form of a clean hit, counter hit baseball bat swing. Sounded like Junpei making his presence known.
From the depths of the bracket, the big Pat not making it into the top 8.
Can you believe it? So sad.
So sad. So sad. No Junpei here.
Even though Shadow Junpei can get Victory Cry in one combo.
Yep. Sometimes it's not enough.
Yeah. Players are hard to beat.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Nice staggers right there. And that's what you've been seeing Joey not wanting to IB, right? Because of the staggers baiting out the IB attempts and getting these big punishes.
Yeah. The fact that there's 2 low threats from 2A and 5A does make IB just feel a little harder to do because it has to be low as well.
Great link off that confirm right there, but Joey's just ready to burst it knowing that they didn't want to die off that route just yet.
Yeah, it's super ideal burst timing from Joey. A lot of Awakening. Wee, but not whip punishable. Look how fast Marie recovered from that dive kick from Kaguya.
Okay, good 2B right now. Sets up the mysterious food. Gets hit by it though, but does find that stray like JB right there to remove the mute.
Yeah, 1 Persona card from Joey and it's gone. Right on cue. Pretty difficult, but Joey does have the the Awakening Super. It wouldn't even kill at this point. Was afraid of the super cancel from Marie DP, which seems to be, has the widest cancel window of all the DPs. N.B.M goes up 2-0 off of the respect that DP commanded, found a throw combo for the kill, and is looking poised.
But we saw something akin to this in the first set that they played in the winners finals, right? It was N.B.M up 2-1 at that time. It was 1-1 and then went over to N.B.M, and then Joey made the comeback.
2 games in a row.
We can still see that come up. It's going to be 3 games, which might be a little bit more challenging.
Yep.
But even if N.B.M takes this is download rounds for Joey, right?
It's true.
You get a whole other grand finals after this.
It's par for the course for P4AU to have a 2-part grand final.
Yes.
At our major.
Well, let's see if we can keep that up. with N.B.M taking this one, or if Joey can start the comeback of the century. Nice, baby.
Hey, well, look at this corner carry. Where did this combo start?
Yeah, it was all the way on the West Coast, now over here on the East Coast, but Joey wants to bring us back to the Midwest now. Frosty Faustings.
Yeah, on the Midwest section of the screen for sure. Just passed through Detroit. We're in Chicago now.
Yeah, bringing it all the way, trying to
Cali.
be in Nevada.
Oh, yeah. I think we're in Hawaii. We're in
Hawaii.
Yeah.
Thunder coming down from the Pacific Ocean.
Commentators who know geography and will commentate about it. Look out. We're here.
Starfall connects once again. I really like the use of like the super jump back and then just send it out. Be like, yeah, come to me. Like you can't just go back and toss items because it's not going to hit me at this range.
Both of these characters have incredible super jump mobility options. Beep, beep, beep.
Yeah, great IBs though on the toy robot, just like hitting every single thing. And a great counter with the 2B also knocking.
Mystery Food X went somewhere else.
It went off screen because we don't need it anymore. Chocolate was coming through, but a throw keeps you safe.
And it was counter hit throw, so a full combo. Caught N.B.M totally missing the setup.
And baits out the super as well, but forces a burst off the next combo.
Making the super whiff is so ideal. Removing that cancel mind game that Marie has very uniquely.
And you saw Joey like hard bidding. He's like, yeah, I'm just going to air dash out. It's up to you to do it.
Yeah. The roll was so dangerous, but actually managed to get enough distance away from the chocolate, too. Basically unscathed from the Star Super is Joey with incredible defense showing us the path out. Guard canceling off of the chocolate to escape once again, taking advantage of the heavy meter surplus. Joey still has 50. SBTV, here's a big barrel.
But the barrel's not going to matter too much. Joey's just trying to stay airborne, trying to stay away from all the shenanigans on the ground. Counter hit throw, though, in the corner. Burst has to be used from Joey. Try to keep it alive.
Yeah, Joey still has only one Persona card, too. Has to be pretty careful. It's going to be a lot of JAs. 11 seconds.
Great air
So
throw.
little damage, and OMC does nothing for him. It's so hard to pick up. Oh, actually totally dropped the pressure off the OMC, and Naked Blackman gets the reset as a result. Mashing for reset point and receives it. A reward for doing so. The boldest, bravest, and most aggressive thing you can do while you have the lead and can afford to do it. Great choice from N.B.M.
Yeah, and you can see Joey's now just thinking like, okay, what do I do? I've let this slip from my hands in the first set. I can't let this happen again. We already saw the right ideas being built towards him. Just the unfortunate drop of the OMC at the very end.
Joey's game face is incredible.
Yep.
Honestly, maybe a little bit of pensivity or something, but still has poise.
You gotta have poise to be the strongest Joseph, making it this far in the bracket.
Mightiest Joseph, strongest Joseph, Mighty Joey. Scooby Dooby.
Good 5C to cover the ID out attempt that N.B.M's been loving to do so far. And now this is where Joey's looking clean right now, getting a great cross-up. No DP coming to anti-air this time.
Yeah, burst gets, delayed overhead from OMC off dive kick. So nasty from N.B.M. And N.B.M. still has plenty more meter to push mix-ups just like that on the way here. Gonna need a lot more to take a lead against Joey, though.
It's so hard, though, in that situation to make that lead come back to you with the rocket sitting on top of you. You just can't move or you'll get blown up by it. So now,
sitting there.
No,
Look out for the barrel! Whoa, squished by the barrel and the missile, which I swear to you, you saw the frame drop there, right?
Yeah.
Definitely just frame drop. Right?
Yeah,
because of the collision at the same time. That's awesome.
Too many actions happening on screen with these characters. The PS4 is only so powerful.
Yeah, I mean, those victory effects are a lot in this game. They're really cool, I think.
They're sick.
Yeah. Their bot is waiting to be activated. That's Blanca-chan. Oh, got turned off. Big
just gets away from the lightning call, but barrels are down there, though, forcing panic on the N.B.M. now. So if this combo ends, you're going to have to remember, okay, I got to block the right way, which you do.
N.B.M.'s going to get Awakening here. 85 meter. Converting off counter hit stars. So much hit stun there. If N.B.M. can break the Persona, he has a serious chance to take this round easily.
Being able to trade your burst for 50 meter right there as well was like so beneficial. Has the TV call as well if you do find a hit to get it confirmed. But the chocolate was locking Joey down as the TV, with Mysterious Food, all the items out on screen constantly for these two players.
Yeah, keeping the cycle going. I believe Moped's next on cycle D. No, I'm kidding. I have no idea.
I was saying, if you know, I was gonna call you a wizard.
I'm just kidding. Let's see what's next. Right. Next round.
Yeah, next round, because right now, N.B.M's tied up the first part of our Shin Grand Finals.
Yes. if this game is any indication, we're going to be here a while. I hope my Guilty Gear TO for 8 o'clock knows to hold my match at 8:30. Oops. It's okay. I wouldn't miss this for the world.
We have more exciting Persona games.
We literally do.
We literally do. 5B trying to connect with a chocolate. Does hit the recovery, but barrels still come out.
Bye.
So that means he decides, I don't need a block. I don't know. I don't need to remember which way to block. I just got to throw you.
Wow. Oh, the JA first hit the Persona, and then hit Marie, and then the combo drops. There's the key. Marie got the key. It's only coming once. Moped's on the way. Look out. It just passed under while she was up there.
Yeah, you know, that's always the funny thing with keys. It's not like a mini Faust where you get the item in your favor.
Yeah.
You have to, oh, I picked key. Oh, God, it's coming from this direction now.
Yeah, unlike the trumpet. Right?
Yep. All right.
I like when N.B.M sits in front of the present. And there it is, opening right on time. Just keep it close to you. Why not? It's a shield.
Yeah, it's just a really good tool to cover your forward movement, and I like that actually falling into the missile just to get off the screen. Like, I don't want to deal with this.
A little bit of artillery from the stars. I honestly think N.B.M's in a pretty dangerous spot, just given the life differential, the awakening status.
Yeah, we with 20 seconds left on the clock.
That's going to be a deep cut.
Yeah, oh my.
Oh, and items for backup.
Yeah.
Only way Teddy gets multiple items on screen is with that super.
But throw into card super right here. Gets the full freeze on it, so you should get a pickup, and then not enough to kill, but enough to take the life advantage into your favor right now.
Defense for life. Wow. I'm surprised that didn't work. It was 5B canceled into DP because Jerry was trying to trigger the teleport out to get out of the corner using DP. But I guess it doesn't work against items or something? Or maybe
I think it was just slightly I think there's a small gap between or something. I'm not 100% certain.
It's possible that the chocolate hit in the recovery frames.
Yeah.
Might have been what caused it. Nonetheless, it's all steam. What's the adage? All steam ahead or something?
Yeah, it's something like that.
For N.B.M, I don't know.
I'm a 1920s train conductor. Let's go with that.
Yeah. Full steam ahead.
Full steam ahead.
4 games straight for N.B.M is all I mean by that.
All right, reverse out right there. Joey taking a really aggressive early lead so far over N.B.M. And now N.B.M. once again goes back, plays defensive, and that's where they've been at their best. Just allowing those hits to happen again and again and again and again.
They're looping it up. A couple bots on backup.
All right.
There's 2. Cannot stand it.
Yeah, combo into the barrels, though. Great recognition from Joey to know to be able to get that extension right there.
Yeah, it's like the match flow from Joey is always so well considered. He gets supers when he needs them to kill and make them make a difference.
Yep. Delay with those 5As, trying to get bait out of pressure from Joey right here.
Yep, you saw the eyeball portal exploded nice and late there. Now Marie's going to sit in it because it's a shield. There it is. It actually got N.B.M out of the corner.
And it did take a Persona card as well for MightyJoey right there, which if you can steal one of those for free, you always got to take it.
Eyeballs working overtime.
All right. I like it. Guard cancel roll out of there. Like, being in the corner against N.B.M has just been nothing but disaster for Joey so far for this set. So escaping out of there, going to be a good opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah, we're in Tennessee now. About to approach the East Coast. Oh, we made it to Maine. The key's there.
Yeah,
2 mopeds. Here they come.
See if you can stay in the air long enough to deal with it. But you do find a hit against Joey. Finds the super, but no big pickup off of it.
Someone being in the air itself, it comes with its risk. A lot of air unblockable, long range 2Bs in this game. Teddy, probably the champion of that. SP teleport into a small conversion. Items there, a little bot.
But generally being in the air versus Teddy is still pretty advantageous. You're usually only taking 1.8k. So it's not a ton of damage that will fully come out to you.
Yep, Mary is cycling the items. Yep, has as many items on screen as you want, basically. Fire! Not dead. That time I knew. Beep, beep, beep. Oh, that is once a set choice from Joey with SP low profile. No stop. No stop.
No stop. Yeah, just like Joey's so tempo oriented. He just wants to go again and again and again and again. Get back into it.
Don't stop.
Yeah.
I didn't get the full read. If I were looking at the player cams the whole time, maybe I could have. I'm a pretty good lip reader.
I think N.B.M was wanting to talk about it. Oh, that was nice. He's like, just don't talk to me. I gotta
yeah.
focus.
That makes
I gotta
sense.
control. I gotta go. I gotta make this back. I gotta get this win.
You know, Joey, as the seasoned grand finalist, has appeared in a few more of these grand finals on big stages like this.
He knows what works for him.
Knows what works for him, and maybe is guiding N.B.M towards something similar. It's 1-1 now. The first game Joey's taken in the set, arriving at a life lead now.
Yeah, we'll have to see. You know, this is now more reminiscent of their winter finals match.
Incredible. That whole conversion off the barrel really extended maybe a whole 1,000 damage.
Yeah. Like Joey, honestly, Joey locked in.
Yeah, he's locking. That's quite literally what happened here.
Yeah, gamer headset is on. He's ready. He's just waiting to like fully get in N.B.M's mind and gain control of it. Persona is broken, but you don't need a Persona to be broken when you've got OMC to add this extra damage.
Wow. I got 52 hit combo for 1.3k.
Yeah. Teddy's got it like that.
Yeah.
Not everybody does.
I think there should be a world record for least damage per hit in a long combo.
And I think that might be up there. Let's call Guinness on the line to see if we can figure it out.
Especially in terms of like manually performed combos where not all the hits are a sweeper.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, SBTV set right there did a really good job, but a great swing on that bat. Closing it out, bringing those barrels closer, forcing panic. Couldn't find the pickup this time, though, off of it.
Yep, from panic, you'll see players just blocking it out because their inputs are reversed. They just want to... Blocking works on both sides, thankfully.
Yeah.
They just want it to end.
Now Star will call super, but it gets hit this time on the initial mix.
What's the conversion? Where was it? I think a conversion might have been missing there.
Yeah, I think it's one of those like, oh god, this hit, I don't know actually how to convert off of it kind of situation.
Or was looking to make it reset somehow, go for another hit.
Big 5B and a big break right here from Joey, but not enough to close it out, but this will do it!
Yes, it will.
Joey now up 2-1.
Yeah, very clutch from Joey, getting to the other side off of the trade. You saw the quick dash under, followed by meaty 2A. Immediately reestablished the corner pressure.
See,
N.B.M shaking his head a little bit.
If I was N.B.M, I would have gone back to character select here. Right? Like,
you know what?
You know Joey wants that tempo, and that's respect. That's respect to allow Joey to be in the mindset that he wants to be in.
I guess so, yeah. Joey said don't stop. N.B.M took him seriously, you know?
And now we're seeing it work for N.B.M, though, this time. Finding a good initial early hit, not getting the finish on the back loops, though.
What
Burst
the heck?
was wasted on that DP right there.
Yeah. You can do burst against other DPs to keep them in the corner if you want, if you're really feeling aggressive, but against Teddy, on hit, it won't work because he's on the other side of you from the teleport. DP always leads to that teleport.
Set out now this time, giving N.B.M a chance to come back in. Joey just being very cautious, trying to escape into the sky. The JA's connecting. And every time an item toss has come out, N.B.M has been responding to it, taking a card.
Yeah, sniping the cards. I mean, what can Joey do, really, to threaten you? It's more about wasting time.
Yeah. But time has been wasted enough for Joey to gain those cards back, so all that effort N.B.M has done now almost might be for naught. Big 5B counter hit. You should be able to kill off this, but you're not.
Oh, Joey, pick it up. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Let's see what N.B.M can do to take advantage of the drop. Very fortuitous, and it's anti-air super items.
And that's knowledge from Joey, knowing, like, roughly knowing where the items were. Like, I'm probably going to get a missile out of this.
Yeah, and they, you get enough chances because a bunch of them spawn in right there.
Yep.
Right in front of Teddy above his head.
Through the darkness, the N.B.M is able to find a quick little pickup right now. Evil Eye set on top, trying to keep the pressure going. 5A reset, but couldn't hit confirm it.
Yeah, you saw the Evil Eye was what allowed Marie to keep her turn after the AOA.
Yep.
Very cool.
And a great throw as well. Going to get a combo extension off of it as well because it is raining.
Yep. Didn't run up for the throw, but Joey didn't find the punish on the whip throw from N.B.M. N.B.M still in a good spot. Joey's killing some time, building his burst back, building his meter.
Yeah, fatal counter on the TV, not able to get the full extension off that back jump, but still able to find opportunities to toss items and gain advantage right now. N.B.M has burst on the table, so you'll need like 2 big combos really to make this happen.
Yeah, it would take a burst bait, I think, on Joey's part to end the tournament right here, but N.B.M is on survival points for the bracket leg.
And that's a great 5A from
Wow,
N.B.M to
and
rage.
supering before the barrels with full awareness. N.B.M shows us the third eye is open. That's why Marie summons eyes. Evil Eye.
Oh my goodness!
Right super.
Joey had gold burst, able to get it, and now we're getting the super. As long as you don't miss this timing right here, you should be able to OMC.
Oh my god, it almost killed!
Oh no, you're not.
Fight for your life.
Protect.
Take the crown for your life. N.B.M surrounded by TVs. Items on the screen for both players.
being
It's a
very
lot to
careful.
track.
Oh,
Survives
Joey
narrowly. There's a burst there for N.B.M. Will he use it? No, he defeated Stan!
Yes!
And it is Joey taking Persona 4 into Ultimax at Frosty Faustings 2024. The first big full tournament W. You know he wanted it. He needed it. And N.B.M. needs to take this hug right now.
Yeah, he is. That is.
A pat on the back is good enough.
About that, you're going to see that hug come later probably, but the
Yeah.
amount of trials and tribulation that Joey has gone through to get to this point, to finally clutch that, overcoming quite literally 3 of the 4 bracket demons that stop him. The only person that Joey didn't play was Atarax.
And both of them overcame the international competition we
Yep.
were lucky to have with
Yep.
Japanese players. Man, every single one of these replays from the first 3 games, which were all N.B.M, then that 4th game. Each of the games after Joey took the game in set 2 were getting closer, but it was still Joey all the way after he finally turned it on.
Yeah, and it was so interesting. It was Joey almost like took that entire first set as a download round. It was like, I'm like,
what?
you see it happen
There's
or 2
something
rounds,
to that, yeah.
and it's kind of like, I'm just going to let it rock. I'm going to try my best. I'm going to try to play, but I want to see exactly what N.B.M is trying to do. And Joey was able to find the opportunity to, really clothesline him at the very end.
I really love that we got the replay of the simultaneous barrel missile.
Yeah,
collision.
yeah. It was so
verification that game definitely slowed down right there. Yeah, but the set at that point was speeding up in its pace. And here, with this moment, that was the first round Joey took in a long time. From that point forward, it just became a Joey show. It was Teddy conducting the circus as he canonically does in this game's story mode. And it's a circus with both these characters throwing items, both of them moving through the air, manipulating. I personally loved this particular matchup for Grand Finals because the characters' playstyles are comparable with their comfort in the air, their reliance on the summoning of items and elements on the screen to confuse and overwhelm. But both players pushed themselves past those points of confusion and scrambled it out. Joey was more comfortable in the end.
Yeah, Joey, I think Joey, the big key was Joey's understanding of not only N.B.M's character, but his own character. Well, see, N.B.M had a very fundamental understanding, but never felt 100% on point with, okay, what item is coming out or what group of items are going to be the next little bit that I have to worry about.
Yeah.
Joey, on the other hand, was like, I know where the weather is. I know how to handle the different item sets that Murray's going to be going for. It's up to N.B.M to get the reaction onto me. And I think, honestly, I'll say a little bit is that respect from N.B.M of showing, you want to keep going, fine, we'll keep going. No waiting, no talking, we'll just get through this set.
Yeah, something to consider. I think we were talking about how, Joey had been in the previous Grand Finals position sooner.
Yep.
I think that makes the necessity for victory all the more personally, emotionally significant. We've got our players rounding up now for the top 8 ceremony. Not a single top 8 participant dared to miss a single game, I don't think, in the crowd there.
No. All these people, anyone who's entering Persona in current year, they're here to watch the whole thing. They want to see the final match, that final touch come through, just as all of you at home did. I appreciate all of you.
Yeah.
For coming through, supporting Persona in 2024. Is this a decade now?
Yes, it is a decade. The game came out in fall 2014. It was October or November. So on paper, number to number, it is a decade. 10 years of Persona 4 and Ultimax. Go back to the launch. Now, that's Ultimax I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Vanilla was 2011.
Yeah.
Ancient times.
Ancient times.
Decade a long time ago. You can go and try to find VOD footage for Vanilla, and it's all 480p at best.
That's 480p at the big events. Any mid-size, smaller event, you're getting 360p, 240. But that's culture. When you're seeing like a Mitsuru confirmed 5A at tip range into full TOD at 144p, that's how you know it's class.
Yeah, and that's how you know it's the best players in the world. But our community has developed at the grand level of fighting game community internationally. Our sub-community here for Persona grown over time, regrown, helped by the re-release, and the community working hard on our end, making the game playable and creating circuits.
I like I was saying earlier with the Persona Fight Club, putting in a lot of work. Dark Hour circuit from last year, really putting in a lot to just keep something active, something for players to always be looking to, always trying to shoot for that next victory point.
Yeah.
And it's only going to grow from here. Like it's only up for Persona. We can't get smaller. We can only get bigger.
I know. I love this game so much, and I'm so happy for that fact, and for us for having the opportunity to witness Frosty Faustings top 8. I hope that there's some handheld recordings, old school, of other matches that happened, and I know this community is passionate enough to just be following their friends around with solid 720p hand cam recordings taken on phones.
We had a lot of footage from CEO Taku. There was a very coordinated group effort to record. I think they got almost every top 32 match because it was completely off stream to be recorded.
Yeah.
So now I think we were seeing more of that happen at more of these events, which is, I always love that. It's something you don't see from a lot of communities as a whole. To like, you'll shaky cameos. Oh, it's these two guys playing off stream. Let's get that. But it's not. Oh, it's Johnny Donuts and Bobby Guilty Gear playing. We gotta record it.
See it.
We need to just have this in the history books.
Show it to me. Yeah, I mean, we're playing 2.0, which is a newer version of the game than what we originally had in 2014. Originally, this was locked on arcades. Starting in 2016, they were playing a different version than us.
Yeah,
over here. So we accepted the new version, and we accept the opening of the awards ceremony here. For all of top 8 for P4AU about to be shown and congratulated. Let's see it.
All right, everybody, give it up for your P4AU top 8.
Ham jams. Yeah. Clap.
In 7th place, Thun Lunk. Also tied for 7th, MurtleIsJordan. Tied for 5th, Shiita. Also tied for 5th, Atarax. In 4th place, Grover. In 3rd, give it up for Nekoze. In 2nd place, Naked Black Man. And your P4AU Frosty Faustings 16 champion, MightyJoey. One more, round of applause. One more.
Well, there you have it. You saw the smile glued to Joey's face and the trophy held close. It means a lot and will continue to be the most meaningful major win for him for a long time. But this community will continue to grow, put our noses to the grindstone, even the online circuits. And we'll be back for more at future majors.
Yeah, absolutely. For those of you who were just joining in, you've seen Persona for the first time. Now we got some Skullgirls fans waiting here for that top 8 to start.
That's right.
Check out Persona. This game's sick, especially Skullgirls players. You might like. This game's a little crazy sometimes.
Yeah. Those of you in the chat, I keep seeing peak Sona. That's pretty good. This game is peak. It's been peak for a long time. In any case, the peak gameplay will continue to be offered by all of the players in this top 8. You can catch Tabby and I commentating more Persona in the future.
Absolutely.
The future has to be accepted now. This moment has ended. That was top 8 at Frosty Faustings 2024. And thank you very much for joining us.
And we'll see you all next time.